Like people think beach sand getting beat up by waves all the time, so it tends to get really fine. But when you're thinking about desert sand, this is shit that's been blown around for hundreds of millions of years usually. So it's got way finer grit. You have a lot more silt and dust mixed into it. And so if you're going to choose one to eat, you probably want to eat desert sand because it'll go through your system a lot easier.
I completely didn't even realize that you had actually eaten both of those kinds.
No, I'm just giving my fucking educated opinion on if you're gonna eat sand, probably eat beach sand. Or sorry, desert sand, not beach sand. Also, beach sand tends to have a lot more dead shit in the form of shells and animals and microbes. Also, salt water, probably not going to feel good going down the throat.
I think I'd also rather eat beach or desert sand over beach sand, for the saltwater reason, because I'm sick, but I've been trying to get my voice like good enough because I couldn't even talk the past 2 days. Like that's how bad it was. So I've been gargling salt water all day because that's what loosens up the mucus in your throat. And while I've been doing that, I've developed a hatred for how salt water tastes because it's awful and I hate it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I'd much rather eat desert sand. Ideally, you don't eat sand at all, though. I feel.
Yeah, that's like the main. I don't know what it is about being a geologist. Is every time like it comes up and we're talking about something, people always talk about eating rocks. I will never understand why people immediately go to just eating the thing you should not eat. And I have to like reinforce, guys, please do not eat rocks. You are not supposed to.
Yes, correct. Guys, don't eat rocks. This is an official statement from the UFR channel. Don't eat rocks. It's bad.
With a certified geologist on staff, do not eat rocks.
He's got the credentials.
I have the credentials. I have the degrees. They're on my wall. Do not eat rocks.
Oh, so you just blindly trust the science then? I see how it is.
Trust the science. Trust the science.
Yeah.
Trust
What
the
about
science.
salt?
Okay, how about this? Trust your fucking teeth. Chew a rock. See what happens.
Yummy rock. I used to
Send him to Nineveh.
I'm putting this on screen because we got it shortly after the last stream, and it's like a fucking amazing image, and I love it so much. But no, I when I was in middle school, I used to eat pencils, like the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's real.
So which end did you start from?
Usually the eraser, and I slowly worked my way. I did not eat the lead, for the record. I took the lead out because that's just not edible. Like you can't do that.
I think the wood isn't exactly edible either.
The wood is more edible than the lead. Like the graphite. Try putting graphite in your mouth and chewing. It doesn't work. It does not work. But yeah, so that's real.
You're not alone in the world. My sister did the same thing. She would chew pencils until they were basically consumed.
For the record, that is my leading theory for why I had developed IBS in middle school.
You're probably not wrong. You got like splinters in your colon.
That's what I've been going off of, you know. But yeah. Also,
a little graphite was still in the wood, so you probably got a little bit of carbon in your system.
Carbon.
That's good.
Also this one. This is a good one. There was a lot of wonderful fan art of space guys slamming shredded nerd against things, just yelling at him. That was
screaming at him.
Hold on, I'm trying. I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
I too. Someone in chat saying they still chew on plastic pens. I too still have an oral fixation, and I chew shitloads of chewing gum during the week. Like I buy those icebreakers cubes bags of 180 pieces, and I go through the entire thing in like 3 days.
It's yeah. I wouldn't say I have an oral fixation, but like I think I'm just autistic, if I'm being honest. I don't think there's any other. I think that's my go-to reason.
You got the chewing
the fucking Tyler Bigfinger.
It's such a good image. Man. I sent this. I added him on Twitter and I said like, "Why did you release this video?" And I really wish he would have taken the bait. I was so excited.
Tyler he lacks like a sense of humor. Like he doesn't get trolling or jokes. I think from my experience.
Man, that's so sad. Jokes are so funny. That's like the whole.
I know.
Point.
It's a shame. He used to know who Sneed is, but he doesn't know who Sneed is anymore.
I don't know who
How
that
do
is
you
either.
forget who Sneed is?
You don't know who Sneed is?
No.
Sneed's feed and
Sneed's Feed and Seed? Formerly Chuck's?
Oh, this is ringing a bell, but it hasn't ringed a bell hard enough for me to know what it is.
It's like a fucking Simpsons joke that
Oh,
just
yeah, there we
spiraled
go.
into its
Thank
own
you. There you go.
thing of
Yeah.
I've recognized what it is now.
anti-comedy.
Anti-comedy.
The best kind.
Someone's asking if Tyler knows of Gregnant. No, I don't think he knows about Gregnant.
I don't think he has any idea.
I don't. I think most people don't understand what Gregnant is.
Youngest boomer of all time. He can't.
I'm more of a Pregante guy myself.
Pregante.
Pregante.
Man, I need to like develop that ability that people have where they don't start sentences without knowing what they're gonna say. You know what I mean? Like I just
listen. You're running a show. It's okay. Sometimes you got to just keep the ball rolling without knowing where it's gonna go.
that's so true. But then I just start saying like I say like the first word of a sentence and then I immediately don't know where the rest of the sentence is going.
Just keep saying words. You never know what's gonna happen. It's a fun ride.
Yeah.
You might end up somewhere great. You might ruin your career in 2 seconds.
No, I
just gotta go with it.
There's this wonderful video. It's one of my favorite videos on YouTube. It's a video of Call Me Carson editing like on his stream, and he just he has a friend named Josh. He's like my favorite streamer. He's like one of the like 5 good streamers who does his job well. And he's a friend named Josh, and he his whole thing was that he just randomly starts on a filibuster about like the type of woman that he wants. And he just starts, he's like, I need a strong woman, preferably between the age of 18 and 24. And he like goes on like multiple tangents about 1950s swimsuits and like
What the fuck?
and Minecraft. And he just keeps going for like an hour and he just doesn't stop. And he gets to the point where like Carson mutes him. And then like he'll like keep editing a little bit of his video, then he'll come back and he's talking about something completely different. He's talking about like Nixon's presidency. And like that's like the level of talk I want to be at. I want to be at the level where I could do that for like an extended amount of time. That's my goal.
I think I can do that for a solid 15 minutes before I run out of gas and need to like get like a new prompt from my chat.
I've done it for long enough to where the person I was doing it in front of told me to stop. So I think that's a.
I mean, you're already there then. You don't need to
Yeah.
get to the 1 hour mark.
I don't need. Yeah, no. I've already exhausted my. You know.
If you can get someone to tell you to stop, you know you've made it.
Absolutely.
I definitely reached that point recently when on my stream when I was talking about the new Avatar show, and I want to say I went on for like 2.5 hours.
I hear nothing but bad things, and I feel like 2.5 hours doesn't do it all justice to describe.
If I had watched it more recently or like used my notes as examples because I took notes while I was watching it.
No way. You're gonna get like a full critique on the shitty Avatar show.
I'm planning on it.
Dude, yeah, make new content reviews for
I'll watch that.
media.
I'd absolutely
People eat that up.
Yeah. But Fish, they did the best with what they had, okay? They couldn't have done any better with what they had. They
literally made things worse by trying too hard.
I can't. They would never do that.
If they had just not changed so many things, it only would have been better.
If they had just not changed the story, then God, it would have been fine.
But then, like, why would you even bother making it?
Money.
We've got to have.
Well, no, actually, no. These
money.
people aren't motivated by money. They're motivated by like retconning and rewriting stories to like fit their own brains and their own narratives and stories. So they don't give a shit about the source material. They don't give a shit about money. They already got funded. They got paid. They're just making it.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
Money.
Man, I love.
And then if people watch it and they get some money back, it's just a bonus for them.
Now we're renewed for 2 more monies.
Oh Christ,
guys!
2 more seasons.
Guys, I don't know how you guys feel about money, but me personally, I think it's really cool, and I would like more of it.
I want someone to give me $500 million to make a Metroid movie, and I would be the best motherfucker to make it because I know exactly how to do it.
Who would you cast as Samus?
I wouldn't.
Just CGI.
No, it would be an animated movie.
Oh, well, no. Then who would you get to would Samus not speak?
Well, I feel like she doesn't usually speak often.
Barely. I would give her very few lines because Samus does not need to speak in order to do what she does.
Oh shit! Is it like a almost like a Wall-E, like where like there's basically no dialogue?
I could do something like that. There would need to be a few lines, right? She's not going to be mute, but I would need to, like, I'm not going to hire some. I'm not going to put Chris Pratt in there, right? Because I need to actually have skills to voice act.
Chris Pratt doing like a bad woman impression.
Chris Pratt is Ridley. Jesus fuck.
That would be so fucking funny, actually.
It'd be horrible. Your fucking Jack Black's voice coming out of a giant dragon too instead. That'd be great. Oh shit.
It would be funny to see Chris Pratt playing a giant dinosaur while 4 tiny little Chris Pratts ride around him on motorcycles.
Chris Pratt is Kraid.
Oh man, aren't they making a God of War show, or did that already happen?
Oh no. Oh no. Please don't tell me they're doing that.
Someone in the chat verify that. I think I'm right.
I know J.J. Abrams' company has had like a Portal movie in development hell for years now.
You can't make a movie out of Portal.
You really can't. I don't know why the hell you would think that.
It's not really narrative or story driven. You have to ascribe a story to the game in order to make a feature length movie, and it's therefore not going to be Portal because you have to write entirely something new.
I think
you're gonna have someone named Chell. You're gonna have a portal gun, and then you're gonna have some kind of weird story about how she like lost her morning toast and has to make portal holes to go get it. I don't know. It's gonna be dumb.
I think that
like the best Portal movies are like little short movies on YouTube that are only a couple minutes long because that's like the best you can do. Because Portal is like 99% gameplay and then 1% storytelling that's almost purely environmental.
Exactly. You can't make a movie.
I think I'm of the opinion that you can make like a movie out of anything. It just, for some things, it takes more effort than others. And
the thing is, but then it's no longer a movie about the thing. It's a movie with elements of thing in it.
Well, yeah, like
that's my gripe.
Well, because like there were presumably other test subjects other than Chell. Like you could, I don't know, you could write things about in the Portal universe and just call it Portal because it's in the Portal universe. You don't have to go with the game.
Yeah, but I could also write things that are in like the Avatar universe and then have that be the new show, even though it's nothing like the original. And then
that would just be the Legend of Korra.
Yeah. I would, but hey, honestly, I'd much prefer an anthology series about people who aren't Aang or the gang within the Avatar universe, opposed to the actual live-action Avatar show that we got.
Sure.
Because like, there's a lot of interesting stuff you could do from the perspective of like a I don't know how many of you have seen Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but like an Order 66 style like cover-up story about a civilian figuring out the bossing say stuff, but then having to be brainwashed out of it. And he like tells a bunch of people they don't believe him, you know, that type of shit. You could make a whole 4-episode arc about that, and it would be like it could be incredible. And doesn't have.
It would just basically be kind of like 1984 then, but in Avatar.
Yeah, and it could be great. There's like there'd be a great story there.
I just thought of the only video game movie adaptation that I enjoy, even though it really has nothing to do with the game itself. Prince of Persia, great movie.
Never saw that one.
I have also.
It's actually very good. Like it's unironically a fantastic movie. It's really fun. It looks good. The acting is great. It's just good. It's not the game, but it's like my point is like you can make a movie about a video game and it has nothing to do with the game, and you slap the title and elements and characters from the game into the movie, but it's still not the video game. You have to make like a whole story. But it is unironically a really good movie because most video game adaptations are terrible. Right.
Oh, yeah.
For example, someone said Doom. Someone said the Doom movie in the chat with Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Carl Urban. It's such a shit movie, but it's like a good bad movie.
They made a newer Doom movie recently, and from my understanding, it's even worse.
Oh yeah, that one has zero redeeming qualities, right? Because at least the old Doom movie has like the charm of like the older shitty action movies. Like it's like good bad, right?
It had like the one scene of the first person action sequence. It's just
like
it's
one of the coolest fucking action sequences in any movie ever. Is that first person action scene where it's a continuous shot? Oh, it's so good. Makes my balls hard. Fuck. But beyond that, the movie's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So anyways, you guys heard of the TF2 workshop?
I've heard of it.
I'm very
I've uploaded
familiar.
things to it.
I'm very familiar with the workshop now that you mention it.
I've been on it once or twice, and I thought that we could talk about some things on the workshop. Or we could we could alternatively also keep talking about video game movies and just bait everyone in the chat who wants us to,
We'll just talk about random garbage for 3 hours, and at the very end, we'll look at one workshop item.
One item.
Yeah, I agree.
So how's this gonna work? Are you gonna post the link in the Discord chat so we can all look at it at the same time, or are we gonna wait for it to pop up on stream?
I'll post it in the chat,
Okay,
so we can
cool.
all look at it. Also, I agree with the person that said the new Mario movie was pretty good. Like objectively, it's like a 6 out of 10, but they did things. Like they did more things than most movies do in theaters.
They
nowadays.
actually gave a shit about the video game source material, which is like it was unheard of.
Well,
which is so
Nintendo
bizarre.
had a very heavy hand in its production. So
Yeah.
that would be the explanation for it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
I talked about this like
Destiny.
before the movie even came out. It felt like one of the only instances where I feel like a movie was better because of like studio meddling, but it's the studio that actually made the thing they're adapting in the first place.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I still can't believe they passed over Mario voice actor for Mario though.
Yeah, that's dumb. I mean, like he was there. He had like a couple little side roles, but
They needed the star-studded cast, is what they really needed.
I don't know why they always go for Chris Pratt though.
Because he's like the cool dude, I guess. I don't know. He did the Lego movie.
He was good in the Lego movie. I liked him there, but like
Jurassic World.
I don't know. He doesn't really fit the Mario.
Oh god, the newer Jurassic movies are terrible. I don't like them.
They're
They
very
really
bad.
are.
They're very bad. I
Can't
have.
beat
I mean,
Jeff Goldblum.
I am of the opinion that Jurassic Park is the only good movie in its entire franchise.
The first one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Not two.
There is no world for Lost World apologists in my kingdom.
Okay, all right. In your Jurassic Kingdom, Fallen Kingdom, by chance.
Stop! Oh god, I hate that one so much.
Oh great, that's in my head now. Fuck.
No problem. Also, sorry, I'm grabbing 5, so I don't have to do this we don't have to do this every like 5 minutes.
Listen to more Coldplay.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I just I hate Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I hate that movie so much.
I wasn't thinking about that.
I made the
either.
connection to the Minecraft music video.
Fallen Kingdom. That's amazing. Okay, those are our first 5.
These are the first 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going in. Starting with the Great Ware, which is our first one. Thoughts, impressions.
Well, I'm waiting for them to load. For some reason, it's not loading for me, so I have to look at the thumbnails that are in Discord.
That's so unfortunate.
Why does Steam do this to me? It makes me very mad.
Maybe
if I only do one tab at a time. There we go.
My first impression of this one would be, looks all right, but it's a bit like visually like bland. Like there's too much negative space, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's very flat because when you remove soldiers' grenades, when you remove his team logos, it's kind of stripping away elements that really define the soldier as what he is.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's modeled fine. It looks okay, but it leaves a little bit of something to be desired.
I think that it could benefit from maybe like metals, or one of the pockets being replaced with metals or something.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Or
I think just put his grenades back.
Or that, yeah.
That was my thought. Just like have the grenades be on the little strappy things there.
Also, I did not notice this class icon was gone, which might be what made me think that initially.
Yeah, I don't know why people do that. Please keep the icons on there. That's
the icons.
Yeah, they look nice.
Yeah,
for one thing.
The icons are all really well designed. I like them a lot. Please keep them.
And really, all this is a combination of the soldier's current jacket with the flak packs that we already have in the game, except they're black instead of green.
Oh yeah.
Also, person 2345, we are reviewing anything that was put in the workshop submissions page on the Discord. Join the Discord. We're gonna go over.
If you want to throw things, then join Lucid's Discord.
Yeah, we're gonna go over as many as we can today. I don't know how many that will be. We're gonna get through as many as possible, though. But yeah, Alan, do you have thoughts?
Yeah, I was just looking at the paints. It seems like it only changes the like inner shirt area.
Oh yeah, the paint region is subtle, which is very much which I like. Right? It's not this massive eyesore. It only does like the turtleneck collar and the sleeves, which is wonderful.
Yeah, if it
So
was like the
that's
straps
nice.
and the little bags, and that would have sucked, and I would have hated that.
I was actually going the full other direction. Could you imagine if the only team colored part was the straps and the bags and like the entire coat?
There's some stuff like that.
I've seen some stuff like that rather recently, and I'm just like, oh my god.
That's yeah. I can only imagine. Do you guys want to give like some like grading like every time we do this?
I'm gonna say no thanks, not interested. I'm not a fan of it. It's not bad, but I don't want it in the game.
I'm like middle. I'm like Caesar with the middle thumb. I haven't put it up or down yet. It's like it's inoffensive. I wouldn't be upset if it got in the game, but it's like I'm not outright clamoring for it. You know.
You want to do like yes, maybe, no. Like that's basically what we're doing. Like 1, 0, negative 1.
Yes, maybe no is fair.
Yeah. Next we're doing tank threads. This is an older one.
Oh no! Why does it remove nearly all primary team color from the engineer? There's like none left except on his collar and like the tiny sliver of his sleeves. Please do not do that.
This just reminds me of that one Barnstormer set. What's?
Oh yeah.
This is a huge pet peeve of mine. You cannot strip away that much primary team color and expect it to be okay. I say no. Just by that on default. No.
Do you think you could like add like where would you add the team color?
The part on the jacket where they darkened it to be like dark red and dark blue, make that normal team color, and then add more to his sleeves, or just invert what you have here and make the jacket the primary team color and have the darker element be what's currently like the muted red and blue.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think that or just maybe just unzipping the jacket would also help.
Yeah, just put more of his primary team color on there. Anyway, it has way too little right now. Yeah,
this would be a no from me, I think. I do like that they went through the trouble of team coloring, or not team coloring. What's the word for it? But they colored the wire on his side to the glove.
Oh, that's normal.
Oh
yeah.
Wait.
The engineer always does that.
He has a wire on his hip.
Yeah, that's the default model is the wire in his glove being slightly team colored. Yeah,
I didn't even know there was a wire.
He just always has an extension cord.
Yeah,
it's always there.
What?
I feel like I'm being Berenstein Bear.
Yeah,
no, I'm serious.
Is this the Mandela effect? What the fuck? It's always
that's the default NG.
Wow. Man, I feel stupid. I genuinely have no idea. He's my second most played class. I had no idea that was there.
To be fair, it is a very subtle thing, right? It's not really something you pay attention to, and so you're never looking at the model you're playing, right? You're not like meticulously inspecting everything on there. So
yeah, I think this is a no from all of us? Question mark.
Pretty much, like
Alan.
Big no.
I'm like 99% sure there's already a cosmetic pretty much just like this in the game, but done better.
I like how it looks. It's just too dark.
That's where I'm at with it too.
It's harder to tell.
Yeah, like it's a nice looking shirt. Like I don't deny that. It's just like the colors just ain't right.
Chad is correct. I don't get to have an opinion on the game because I didn't know that the engineer had an extension cord.
Oh shit.
Okay, next the cold coat. This is also an older one.
Oh, it's even worse. Why you will not be able to tell what team the scout is on from behind. Why did you invert the placement of his fucking team color? It's only on the strip of fabric in front of him. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You'd want to like. There's some cosmetics that get rid of the backpack entirely, right? Or
no,
not to my knowledge.
No, not to my knowledge either.
Okay, then you would want to replace that with something.
Put shoulder pads. Give him shoulder pads.
The only thing you can see from behind on him is the tiny sliver of fabric poking out from underneath the jacket. And because the game is bugged and his pants aren't team colored either, you shouldn't even be needing to rely on the tertiary and secondary colors for team recognition. It needs to be the primary color, and you cover 80% of it with this cosmetic. Do not do that.
Yeah, if the backpack were team colored, then I would have nicer things to say. But, like again, it looks nice. It's just like. Oh god, you can paint it too, because of course you can.
Yeah, and the collar is not huge, but you could like look at the one in the lower left. Paint that blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
and then throw on maybe another couple of cosmetics, also painted that color, like a hat or like another misc or something, you could easily throw someone off when you're playing on red.
I agree.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Teal paint is a mistake.
What a mistake! Goddamn.
Yeah.
No, 100%. They should not have put that fucking color similar to slate in the game.
Yep. Alan, thoughts?
I agree.
We
You guys have said it all.
I think that giving him shoulder pads would help. Not like literal shoulder pads, but putting something.
Oh, like those
team
little
color.
patches, kind of.
Yeah, put something on his shoulders to denote that he's red or blue. That would be
Just more team color where people expect it to be would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Even on like his elbows or something, that'd be nice.
Just it's not. Yeah.
But Zesty, have you considered if we just highlighted all of the characters through walls with red or blue, it would fix the problem?
Yeah, it would fix everything and add more visual noise to the game. Just shoot them to make sure that they're on your team or not.
Every single person, every single
Just
time.
shoot every single person on your screen to ensure that they're on your team. Just look for a nameplate, guys.
I got that comment on my art style video several times of like that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Anyone who says that has not been playing TF2 for very long, nor do they actually appreciate what the game does in terms of visual design to make it readable and fun as you play, and not a fucking eyesore.
I don't know. It's just, why would you ever just is it good game design if you were required to just shoot everybody? You know,
to some people that's what they think. It's like they think, oh, if it moves, I shoot it.
No. Bad.
I'm like, I wish I was kidding. That was one of the main arguments I saw in like my comment section, like people getting mad at me on Twitter. It's like, oh, if it just move, just shoot it. It's like, what?
Like, no, that's not how I play the game. Oh, but you guys.
I mean, I get that there's spies and stuff, but ideally you should have to check for spies contextually and not
just all the time.
There's people there.
Because there are like visual cues that give away a spy being a spy. You're not like shooting everyone to make sure that they're not a spy.
Yeah, because it's a waste of ammo, which does matter for some characters.
Waste of ammo, waste of time. It's like, oh yeah, it makes. I'm gonna listen. We're like fucking half an hour in. I'm already getting mad.
We haven't even got to the really the rest of them.
Even for characters like Heavy, where it's like it's not necessarily an issue with ammo, your attention is super valuable as a Heavy.
Yeah, because you only focus on one target at a time, and also rev up, rev down time. You can't be constantly wasting your time shooting people,
unless you're using a shotgun, which no one does as Heavy.
Unless you're being a dork, which is fine.
I use shotguns as Heavy, especially when using Brass Beast.
I only do it when I'm fucking around. Just like, otherwise I'm not really. It's just a dumb fat scout meme, you know.
Next is the Trouble of Two Fort Town, which is I think a set.
Yeah.
Finally, some good fucking food. Here we go. This is better.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, this is good. You can tell the person really cared.
This one.
Yeah, this is just really good.
I like this one.
The
I like
details on the shirt.
Yeah, it's cute. I like the subtle details on it. I'm a fan of this set. I've looked at this one before on my streams. This is just really good. Like if you're gonna make a subtle reference in a video game, this is how you do it, right? You tie it in, you make it look like it belongs in the world of the game itself, and then ascribe some visual details that reflect the video game it's referencing, and you're good.
He's going crazy with them choppas.
Yeah, it also yeah. Basically, I was just gonna say, yeah, it looks like a reference to the thing that it's referencing, but if it were put inside the TF2 art style, which is the way that you should do it. And also the team color is well placed. It's not super gaudy either, which is cool.
But you know what? I honestly am not a fan of the pattern on the shirt. Like if you click on the shirt cosmetic and they show the concept art. Like if you look at the concept art, the one without the pattern looks a lot nicer than the one with the pattern.
I don't know if I agree.
I kind of like the just the visual detail that the pattern adds, because I can definitely see the one on the left being very plain.
I don't know, man. I think I just like it more.
I think
that's just me.
I think
that's just me. Like I'm not offended by the pattern, but I like the plain shirt more.
I like the pattern. I think the pattern prevents there from being too much negative space. Which is I think my thing, but I understand the liking simplicity.
Yeah, that's true, because like if you look at this, like the sniper's default model has his vest, which really breaks things up a bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It is just a solid plane of team color.
It doesn't help that he's doing the A pose in the concept art, which makes it like really
True,
really
yeah.
obvious.
All the time he's got something in front of him or off to the side. That's kind of
Yeah,
making
he'd
it
have his
not
rifle
look
in
like
his
that.
hands ideally there, which would help break that up too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, this is
I love this set. This is a fucking good set.
this is
Yeah, it's really good.
yes. This is a yes for sure.
Yeah, I like
A
the emblem
unanimous
on
yes.
the shoulder.
Oh yeah, with the
It's
kukris.
like the CS:GO terrorist icon, but he's got the bushwalker or whatever that is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's his kukri.
Man,
It is good.
It is
like I
good.
used to be more picky about like retaining the team emblem, but so long as it's like related to the class and it's there, then I think it's okay. Like like don't replace it with like the Ghostbusters symbol or like the McDonald's emblem.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
I don't have to because people have done that.
Man, I have not been on I have not been on the TF2 workshop enough, evidently.
I have what I consider a violently autistic fixation on this sphere of TF2.
Wonderful. I'm so happy for
That's
you.
what I do. That's how I describe it.
Violently autistic.
Violently autistic.
Violently autistic. Ooh, that's a new one.
I think it's a good adjective to throw on there.
Violently autistic.
As some would say.
Okay. Last one in this grouping, we have newspaper rap.
We do?
Yep.
No, you posted the same link twice actually.
Yeah, you posted the sniper set twice.
I will not do that and instead post the correct link. My bad.
Oh dear God, I saw this one earlier.
Whoa! Damn, that's noisy.
Yeah.
So Fish, you want to like RPS on who wants to go first? on who wants to talk about what's wrong with this war paint?
All right. All right, let's go. Let's go.
So someone give us a countdown. We have to say rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Rock.
Paper. Fuck.
Okay, no, you go. So
yeah.
you go first.
I knew you were gonna pick rock because you're a fucking geologist. Okay. This literally just looks like two completely random newspaper textures that were just grabbed off of Google or something and just slapped onto the war paint. Because like, just looking at the texture file here for the war paint itself, it's not even like, oh hey, I decided to put in a lot of little details relating to TF2. Like, no, this looks completely random. So even conceptually, I can't give it any points there. And just in terms of execution, oh dear God, what am I even looking at? This looks just like you may as well have just put visual static there. Just fucking static. That would have been pretty much the same thing, because this is one of the most hideous things I've ever seen, and I'm very sorry to say that, but it's just true.
I'll be the in between. I'll be the palate cleanser before we get to Zesty. I'll say
all right.
I'll say that I really like the colors, and I really wish they were utilized better. Because
that's a backhanded compliment.
No, it's true. It's not me trying to give a backhanded compliment. It's me being honest. It is entirely too noisy. I think that if you were going to do something better, what you could do is you could have a base like gray or grayish color, and have I don't know how you would do this, but strips of newspaper on it, or text, like newspaper text overlaid in a slightly darker version of the same gray, in a way that where it isn't as noisy. Like, you could definitely take the concept of a newspaper themed war paint and make it into something that isn't so like violently 1970s pop art. But yeah, that I wish that beige and cream were being used better, because they're like my favorite aesthetic colors.
That's the only redeeming quality about this war paint, is the color palette. Otherwise, it's just way too overly visually noisy. You have two massively busy textures juxtaposed against each other that were, like Fish said, probably just grabbed off of Google. Sticker bomb war paints, like the primary texture, tend to just not work in TF2 because there's way too many small details. They end up being way too noisy, which is completely antithetical to how textures need to work in TF2. Simpler is better. That tends to work a lot nicer. what they should do is scrap the primary texture entirely, make the secondary texture the primary texture, and then heavily simplify it. It's better when you have something that's an organized pattern inside of TF2 because literally every texture in TF2 is an organized pattern. So what you can do with the primary texture, scrape away all the tiny pieces of text to get rid of that visual noise, thicken the outlines around the text boxes, and then use like an actual unique piece of text that's related to TF2 instead of grabbing something off of Google. And then the secondary texture could probably be something that's the cream color texture or like a subtly cream, like pinkish cream and then bluish cream and make a team color if you want to do that. And that is already a much better step in, it's a way better step in the right direction than what the fuck this is now.
Yeah, if it was just like a blank paper texture instead of like just the visual noise as the secondary texture, I think that would end up looking a lot better.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Hey, at least the style of image is in the time period that, like, this kind of modern art was very popular around the time that TF2 takes place. So hey, there's probably something there.
Okay, good. So modern art has always been garbage then.
Oh,
So,
boo.
Number one pointer, do not just take images off of Google and then throw them onto a texture file and call that a war paint because it will always look bad.
Does it have a watermark or am I seeing things?
Where?
On the...
Like the preview thumbnail?
Yeah, no, on the, here. On the rocket launcher. It seems like there's really like lighter bits, and I can make out a T and maybe an I.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, that kind of looks like a watermark. Yeah,
That is a
I could be
watermark.
wrong.
Well,
It's right
I
there on
hope
the
I'm
barrel.
wrong.
yeah, it is a watermark. Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, that's from Google.
Yeah, so no.
yeah,
Oh,
don't
that's
do that.
embarrassing.
Don't do that.
Conceptually, I like it, but the texture, it's like you just put the texture on top of the map already, and it's like stretched weirdly in different places.
Yeah, that's the other
So,
thing
like,
is that the
It's like
resolution
the
is really
newspaper is physically printed larger for different weapons.
bad. Yeah, like it's so weirdly
Which-
stretched on the barrel of the airstrike.
That's
get
also
it's a
the problem
limitation,
with texture scaling. Depending on the warpaint base you use, the scaling can be all over the place depending on the weapon model. So
Yeah, the
you're
weapon model
really just at the
especially.
mercy of existing ones, which
Yeah.
sucks.
I'm gonna
Like
go
the
casual.
Iron Bomber, from my understanding, is especially bad because like they crunchify the fuck out of the textures on that
it's
pretty
so
much no matter
bad.
what you do.
It's so bad on the Iron Bomber.
I'm going to grab more. Talk about the
Yeah,
Iron
this-
Bomber.
Yeah, this is where having 64 gigabytes of memory really helps. So you can have like 20 tabs open as you're doing this.
Yeah. It's. I think I think it could handle it. I'm gonna try and open 10 at a time.
I'm not saying do it, but I'm just saying like that's what I do is just have like a shitload of tabs open.
We've got some
The Iron Bomber I
doozies.
use.
We've got some doozies next, by the way.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
We have the next three are probably jokes, but I can't tell. That shouldn't say they're jokes. I think the first.
We'll see.
I
We'll
think the
see.
first one is actually genuine, and it looks really good. I just don't think it looks good for the game. Well, okay, we're gonna get there. I have grabbed the 10 that I want, but now I have to like copy them each individually.
Fun.
They're just from that one channel in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to put them all in a Google Doc or something?
Sure. Probably.
If that helps, I mean.
It would. It would just take you a while, I think. And new ones are
Nah.
being added, right? What do you mean, nah? Do you just have
Nah,
like the
no.
It
thumbnails?
might just be easier just to copy and paste like one at a time as you go.
No, his issue is it breaks the overlay on stream, so nobody can tell he's
Oh.
speaking right now because he's grabbing them from the Discord. So
Yeah.
Okay, everyone fire up the voice changers so we all sound very different. So we all don't sound like sexy men.
Alan, could you just grab the ones that we're viewing and put them in this chat so that I don't have to do that part?
what is this chat? Oh, this chat?
Yeah. We're so well coordinated. We definitely could have done this before the stream to figure out how we were
They
going to do
can't
it.
distinguish our sexy masculine voices from each other.
Why we all just
Um,
sound exactly the same.
Yeah, we do.
They're all from that one chat, right?
God, I
Yeah.
bet in real life we're all really buff, sexy dudes going on the beach in our speedos, clean shaved. Oh, they can't tell. They don't know.
Man, I need to shave. It just reminded me. I looked in the mirror this morning. I was like, damn. I need to shave. I need to like clean my room. I've been sick for like the past week.
Is there a reason we skipped the first two?
No, yes, there's a reason. It was they were bad. They were bad. They were bad. It was not gonna
No,
be.
the point of this is to
No,
look at
it was
good
it
and
was
bad
it was like
items.
classically bad. Like I've seen both of them, and it was just not worth it. We didn't need to do it.
Okay.
All right.
We're at unidentified flaming object. You can post that one. Which I'm gonna post. I'm gonna show on
Yeah,
stream.
get it rolling, and then I'll.
Yeah. This is the one we're at now. Which I think looks good. It just does not fit the style of TF2. Except unless it's for Halloween, which I think it is. In which case it's actually good Halloween cosmetic. I think
doesn't matter anymore because Halloween restrictions don't exist except for very few items.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they've done away with Halloween restrictions since 2014. And every now and again, sorry, 2015. And only like maybe 2 or 3 a year get actually Halloween restricted.
Yeah, like the corpse carrier.
Yeah. Well, originally they released that.
They released that publicly. Yeah, for everything.
Yeah, and then they went back and we can't have Scout having 2 heads year round.
Oh God, I can just imagine.
Could you imagine?
I would hate that so much.
This hat is like, I really like this hat. I just don't know how well it fits, you know.
It doesn't. Frankly, it doesn't fit at all. It's just the way it's modeled is my primary issue, right? It's like the wrong type of cartoony for TF2. It's just the wrong stylization in general because TF2's models have a certain level of polygon to them, to put it simply, right? They're not these overly smooth, bulbous features, right? They all have very noticeable edges and how the lighting works on them. And also it's not very flat. It's like this nice like sheer shiny orb. It looks off for a TF2 cosmetic just on the modeling alone.
It makes me wish that there was a game with this guy because he's really
like look at what Fish posted
really
in the chat, right? Like here you have noticeable like polygons here, whereas this is just way too smooth and bulbous.
I also like this hat because it has jiggle bones and it's very funny.
Comedy.
There you go. Yeah, this is just the wrong type of stylization for the game, and also the entire thing is paintable because why not?
This is like the Baby Yoda of TF2 cosmetics, where it's like it's so cute, and I just really want, like, I wish it were in something that in like a good thing, you know.
I would not mind this if it were Halloween restricted, but if it got added, it wouldn't be, and so I have to say no, and I'm very sorry about that because it's like it is a goofy little guy.
It's so it like this. It has different styles, like. Why couldn't Among Us be a 3D game and we got to play as these guys and we just got to model all these guys, you know?
It has the suck style.
It has 2 versions of the suck style. It's great. Fuck.
The what?
Ugh, I just think it looks really bad.
For like a game that isn't TF2?
For TF2, it looks really bad. And even for a game that isn't TF2, it looks amateurish. I'm just like, even the modeling work isn't that great.
I don't know. I really
I can't see because I don't have the link.
I also don't know how to check that.
Diva Dan.
Really? Diva Dan did this? Jesus. Normally can do better things. Ugh, this is really bad.
I really.
How old is this?
This is from 2022.
Yeah, it's slightly old.
I really like this, just not for this game. I just wish it were in a better game. Not a better game, sorry. A game where it would fit better.
A game that fits better, a more fitting game.
A game that's not garbage like TF2. Should just double down. Guys, I actually hate this game.
Whenever you say something wrong, just double down.
Yeah, that's best. That's what's got. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Someone says it looks like a ball mouse.
I kind of see it. Yeah,
that's kind of funny actually, especially the outsider one with the sunken in eyes. All right. Next we'll go to Venus Spy Trap. If Alan could grab that.
I've grabbed it.
I think this is a joke.
Well, no, this is not a joke. Like, it's meant to be a Halloween item of some kind. Like,
well, yeah. Oh, I think that's what I meant.
I mean,
it's like
I like it better than the alien hat. It looks a little bit more styled for TF2. I'm still not crazy about it.
I don't like that
I
you can do whatever you can do in the fourth slide. That's a bit strange. You can like color it and shit.
I do like the Little Shop of Horrors reference. I think it's cute, but like, yeah, again, I would probably want this one to be Halloween restricted.
Yeah, this would
That's
need to
just
be a
me.
Halloween restricted. I will take this over the Alien one if it were Halloween restricted.
I would also for the game do that. I also like because Little Shop of Horrors is I think 60s, so that fits the time period.
Very
cool.
fitting. Yeah, the reference is fine. How they executed it is fine.
I
like that. It's clever how the plant is coming out of the pot that's on Pyro's back.
Yeah, I didn't even notice
Yeah,
that.
I really like that how it does both the Pyro back area and the head at the same time and makes like a whole new almost cosmetic area out of that. I think that's really neat.
Yeah. And
I'm okay with this one for Halloween.
And not only that, but his neck is missing. Like there's no neck because it's the pot controlling the body.
The plant ate his head.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a really cool cosmetic. I would want this to be Halloween restricted. And if it were, I'd be fine with it. If it were, I'd be fine, but it wouldn't be. So
apparently, I already voted yes on this one. So there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Hooray! We can go to the Master Builder, which is definitely a joke. I refuse to believe this is a real suggestion that someone really wanted in the game.
You would be surprised.
There's what would be the canon explanation for this? Like, not to say that there needs.
No, it does not matter.
No, I know. No, I know. I'm just like hypothetically. Like what? How would? Like why?
I mean that's just what's under his hard hat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just it all the time.
That's how it stays on.
I think that this would be. There is a way you could do this, but I think it would involve you having to like make a Lego hat and putting it on his head, and then having some sort of. There's a taunt where he takes off his hat, right? That exists.
No.
Is there not?
There's the hatless cosmetic that makes it so that he doesn't wear a hat. That's.
Oh, I thought there was a. Oh, I'm an idiot. Anyways.
No.
You're thinking of the sniper.
Ah, you're right. I am.
I see this working in no way.
I also. There's no way it could work. You'd have to make like a Lego hat.
Like Lego and TF2 don't match.
I do think it's really funny though.
It is funny. It is a good joke.
It's very funny.
It's a good goof.
And also based off the date this was uploaded, that means someone came home from the Lego movie and thought, I've got it.
2015, damn.
Is the Lego movie that old?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck me, man.
It was 2015.
Almost 10 years ago.
Yep. I think it was 2014, but yeah. That's still my headcanon. Someone came home from watching the Lego movie and came up with this. But yeah, I almost skipped this one, but I thought it was too funny to not include.
It just looks weird.
It's so every time I look at it, I just can't stop looking at it. It's just so.
I want to grab it by the top of his head.
I want to. How to feel about this?
I want to stick my finger in it.
I want to pour water and see if it'll stay. It's man, you know what I mean?
No, again, that's how his hard hat stays in place.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up.
No.
Like, the answer is no. The answer is no for the record.
Oh yeah, no.
Next we have heavy medicine.
What is this? It's just the fucking medic's hair and glasses on the heavy.
He's right.
I'm mixed on this one for the record. I think that this is it's fine. It's
I don't know.
There's nothing like inherently wrong with it. It's just
no, there's not. I just think it's kind of uncanny to have fucking medic's head on Heavy's head.
I mean, you can basically recreate this almost completely with like the one toupee for Heavy and also like the Gabe glasses. But I mean, like, hey, if you want to save the cosmetic slot for something else, then you could use this.
Wear extra glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Like, hold on.
Are you opening loadout.tf?
No, I have to pull up an image of the medic and compare it to. It for some reason it just does not look correct to have this on the Heavy. Because the hairstyle and the glasses were not modeled for the Heavy's build, nor so it looks off.
I think that I think it's just that like the hair. It's also the look the Heavy's given me it doesn't fit him as a character, which doesn't help. It makes him look like he's scared to be wearing these glasses and this hair. Like he looks disconcerted. It's not exactly selling the cosmetic, but I don't know. Yeah.
It does.
I mean, I wouldn't be offended if this was put in the game, but I personally, I just don't like it. I think it looks odd.
Well, I mean, don't you think it's a little unrealistic that bald heavy would suddenly have a full head of hair?
Well, there's already a lot of hair cosmetics for him.
Yeah. I know. I'm just pulling your chain.
I think that there it should be like bigger hair. Like a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, is that it's too small and like too thin for Heavy's massive. Like they just didn't scale up the medic's hair when they took it off of him and just slapped it on the Heavy.
Yeah, because I think they did just like take it right off the medic and put it on his head. Because look at where the beard connects to the hair, and you'll see that it doesn't quite match up. Like that's nitpicky as fuck.
Yeah,
But it kind of leads to the conclusion that they just took the medic's hair model exactly and just stuck it on Heavy's head.
Also,
I would need to inspect more closely. But
the color
maybe.
the color of the glasses changes when he gets past the hair for some reason.
I think that's
oh
just
yeah,
like,
you're right. Yeah, they're brown. What the fuck?
Is that not just like an ear cover thing? Do glasses not have,
Oh,
like...
is it? Okay, yeah, you're right. It's just like the thing. Yeah,
I don't wear glasses, so
no, you're right.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
It's
Sorry.
the thing that covers the end of the glasses.
You were correct. But yeah, this is like a maybe for me, just because I think that it's strange.
I think it looks bad. We have way better hair and glasses cosmetics for the Heavy in the game.
It's giving me the uncanny valley. It's very strange.
Yeah, I don't like it. I would say pass.
I think it's okay. I'm not honestly particularly bothered by it. It's all right.
I'm also going with maybe.
Next we have questionable ethics, which is
wow, we actually have a Half-Life reference that's done pretty well. Like they genuinely took the suit and did a semi-decent job of translating it into TF2, because I've seen this done so many times for different classes. This one's probably one of the best attempts I've seen.
Yeah, they usually make it super bulky, but like they made it in such a way that really fits Medic's character well too, with the whole...
No, because they blended it into his default model instead of it being like this massive armor suit overlaying the entire character model. That's like the one thing that they should have done with all the other ones. This is pretty good.
I really like the heart rate monitor on the I like the heart rate monitor on the vest, and it's team colored, which is cool. Also, I really like the name of the set being what it is. Which maybe I'm just edgy at heart, but I think it's a really cool name.
I think the heart rate monitor is an unnecessary detail and is not needed because Gordon Freeman doesn't have that in the game.
Well, Zesty, maybe I just want the heart rate monitor, okay?
I mean, I think you don't need more animated noise. It's a nitpick I hate when they just like throw more animated noise onto a character model, and I don't think you need that.
Zesty, I'm going to contact the person who made this cosmetic. I'm going to tell them to make it where every time you get a kill, it makes like a projection that comes out of the stomach, and it goes like +1, and it shows your kill count. I'm going to make it
just the one in the bottom left.
Oh god. No, you gotta have like a little animated cat on there saying shitty jokes.
Yes, dude, I need that. I'm going to tell them to make it. Just mark my words. I'll send it to you.
Who did this one? So Greg. Oh yeah, Greg did this. Okay, yeah, Greg is a very, very talented guy. He worked on these. That explains why it looks really good.
I need the Spy Kids 3 life system where it comes out of the. Someone in chat will know what I'm talking about. Someone in chat has watched Spy Kids 3. I feel like we bring up Spy Kids every time we do this show.
They're good movies.
Yeah. Also, someone in chat said put a Family Guy episode on the heart rate monitor, and I agree with that as well.
Oh
yeah, just have it play Family Guy funny moments.
Let me put any MP4 I want on the heart rate monitor, and we'll put it in the game.
Truth be told, like the heart rate monitor it's not a deal breaker for me. I still really like the set. I think it's great.
Yeah,
I like it too.
I think objectively it probably could be removed for the record.
I like how the beard lets you look like the nostalgia critic in Kick-Ass, yeah.
That's the
Like
best part.
this is
definitely.
actually a really good beard and glasses combo here
Absolutely.
for the medic.
Yeah.
It's very good.
100%. It makes me wish that he had a taunt where he did like the anime eyes thing, and he like pushed up the glasses and made them foggy.
Shut up. Be quiet. No. No.
Not for the record, not actually, but it would be cool.
The medic should just have a taunt where he does the Gendo Ikari pose.
Yeah, there we go. That'd be good.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Has someone done a Gendo cosmetic for medic? They have to. There has to be one.
I don't think so, actually.
Oh, dude, that's untapped potential.
Ah,
More
this
Ava
guy.
references.
Oh yeah, this guy.
It's Ava. How do you not know?
I didn't know his name. I knew who he was. I didn't know his name.
Shinji's asshole dad.
Yeah, no, I know him now. I looked up the picture.
Asshole dad.
I'm better with faces. But yeah, no, this is good. I say yes.
Yes, likewise.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
good one.
Next we have. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I was just gonna make sure we're taking submissions chronologically, or
Yeah.
okay.
We'll keep going. We are almost an hour in, and we've gotten through I think 12.
That's pretty good pacing.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Next we have the medical assistant.
No, hard pass. It's got I feel bad for diving in immediately on all these, but hard pass. Main reason, you have way too many elements working together here. It makes the model very visually noisy. You have what, 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. You have like a double tailed coat thing, which looks really bad. You have like the chunk of white left on behind, and then you have like the brown jacket on top. It's this really ugly discontinuity. It just looks really bad.
Yeah, looking at it now, like
Sorry, I'll let you go.
The white color just going down the back almost seems kind of like a we have to do this sort of thing because
Exactly,
we
yeah.
have a white the super light color on him, otherwise you literally can't tell he's a medic.
No, yeah, like for example, there are other cosmetics that remove his white, like the white part of his coat, but there's continuity there because they tie it around his waist. So it's not like this hard juxtaposition of dark on light. You have something that ties it with the upper half of his model. Here, they literally just stapled his coat on top of the dark coat for the reason, like you said, like, oh, we have to do this.
Yeah,
it just looks bad.
It looks really off.
So to the person who made this, I think that the actual models are fine. I think that the issue is just the coloring.
Yeah, the models are fine. The colors are not working for you.
I think that if you now do you guys think that you have to have some white in the back, like
You should not remove all of the white on medic because that is the main thing that allows you to identify him as a medic at a distance. You have to have the medic be white
from the back.
From the back as well.
Okay, so in that case, I would just use the fill tool for the color you have for the coat on the coattails, and find some way to add the color white to his back. Maybe just even put the team icon there. Anything better than what I also agree that this is entirely too gaudy. You don't need this massive, like pants shaped cutout of white here. It's unnecessary and it's overly distracting. I would think that if you just used the fill tool on this, made it the color that the rest of everything else is, and then just added some sort of white to his back, it would fix this problem.
Honestly make the top part of his coat white and then leave everything else the same.
But then what? How do you?
Yeah, just make the top part of his coat white. Then the undershirt and the bow tie, everything else is fine.
I think if we saw that, we would be complaining that it's too bright.
No, not at all. I think it's still otherwise it would all be white. Here they've just if the upper part of his coat was white, then it would have just added more team color to him.
I guess I feel like I need to see that because my brain is picturing that and it looks strange.
Yeah, so here's what you need to do: make the upper part of his coat white, and then the undercoat, make that probably the same color as his undershirt, the darker undershirt. That might be better.
Yeah. Yeah. I would that. Yeah. My choice. That would just be my criticism. Is the pants shaped silhouette on the back needs to go. Fix the colors. The modeling's good. I like the modeling a lot.
Yeah, the modeling is fine. It's all the color.
Yeah, just the color, which is the easier of the two things to change. So
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so. But currently, it's a pass, I think, from all of us.
Mm.
I would still say no. It looks not good. I don't want this in the game. Like as is, I don't want it in the game just based on the colors.
Alan, what do you think?
I like how it looks, but it doesn't lend itself well to gameplay. And the colors, like you say.
My
Yeah.
bar is very high. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I like how it looks if you got rid of the white pants shaped field of white on the back.
Yeah.
It really
But
does
then it would be
the
too
white
dark.
part
so-
stapled.
what pants looks like.
Sorry. I need to stop coughing.
Like if this was an outfit you made for like an SFM animation or something, and you got rid of the pants shape, I think that would be really fucking awesome. But as
Agreed.
it stands, as a cosmetic in the game,
Yeah. Next we have a French thing I can't pronounce, but this.
This is a reference to something, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's referencing.
I think it's just noir, like the whole genre. Right?
is it? No.
I mean, I think it's fine. Like I'm not. I would honestly prefer this as a Halloween cosmetic because it's a little too. It's a little too far of a deviation from the game to have like just an untextured head with bright glowing eyes.
I was gonna say I think that if you were going to do this, you'd have to make there has to be some sort of texture on the head.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
I like make it look like a ski mask and we're good, and then I'd be fine with it being
Or
in the
even
game.
just like bandages or something.
Just like a fabric texture. Just like slap that shit on there, please. Thank you. And then I'd be fine with it being in the game.
But I mean, like as a Halloween cosmetic, it's not terrible.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool. I'd probably
It's
use
a
it.
reference to the Question from DC Comics.
Question. I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
it was
yeah, the Question.
I thought it was like the Phantom or something. I don't know. I was.
Yeah,
I
I
thought it was
think what
just
they could have done
noir.
is they could have done a texture that highlights the edges of his face a bit better, so it's not so flat.
Agreed. Yeah.
He's got a hell of a chin in this.
Yeah,
fucking-
I was gonna point out he looks like Moon Man.
If the mask was just like doing blackface, I guess.
What the fuck, man. Yeah, no, this is I like this conceptually. I just think the face needs more texture.
Also, apparently this was
Yes.
posted on 9/11.
Oh God.
On my end, it was not posted on 9/11 because of time differences, so I'm gonna choose to believe it was not 9/11.
Okay, fair enough.
I win. Next we have the Big Boss.
Ooh, this looks old. It is old.
2015.
fairly old. What was that? What was that fucking noise?
How did you make that noise?
That was awesome. Do it again.
I can't. I coughed and I tried to mute my mic.
That's great.
That was pretty good.
Shit. Well, the modeling really leaves something to be desired alongside the texturing. I mean, this is very clearly amateur work.
It's
Like conceptually, it's not the worst I've seen. My gripe with it overall is that you shouldn't reduce the volume of team color. Like you get rid of it all on his sleeves, and then you put more on the middle of his torso, which is just covered up by his bandolier and his gun.
yeah.
But if it were modeled better and it were textured better, then it would be fine.
I think
now it's just not great.
I think you should use a darker green.
Yeah, the shirt should be darker and not the same color as his pants. That looks weird.
Yeah, I think a darker green would look better here.
Yeah.
Man,
I think he's dying.
Yeah, it just looks a bit off.
it's also weird because the blue they used for the coat looks better than like the green they used for the coat. Like you could have just made it a crimson.
Well, I mean, it's just the same color as his pants, which is what they went for. But it looks weird because it blends too much into it. Also,
Yeah.
like, look at this heavy from behind. It's just brown.
It's just.
And you could definitely throw on other cosmetics that fuck with what little team color there is. You need
Oh, yeah,
a
you
little
put
more.
like a birch muffler on there or something, or some kind of scarf.
Yeah.
You need a little more. That's why the entirety of Heavy sleeves are colored, because it gives you more color to look at. If you remove it, it's not a good thing.
He's just a brown boy.
Yeah, just a brown wall.
Yeah, I agree. Also, the paintable region is the tie. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did say that.
Yeah.
What? It looks lime green looks strange.
Lime green looks bad on everything.
Yeah, but it looks extra
really
strange when it's like isolated from the actual cosmetic itself. It looks very
Looks like
odd.
a green screen.
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna put Family Guy there.
Yeah. Fucking have Family Guy running on the Heavy's chest.
Yeah. I need it. Oh man. But yeah, I think this is a pass, pretty much from everybody.
Yeah, hard pass.
Yeah.
And the proletariat patrolman.
Mm.
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 I like the hat.
Maybe
Sort of riot cop hat.
Yeah, the hat is fine.
I think the hat's all right.
Why are there pockets on his shoulders? That bothers me.
Is that like an actual riot police thing?
I don't know.
I think so.
Let me check.
The hat's great. I think that the helmet is totally fine.
Yeah, I agree.
In fact, the overall set is very good. I just don't like the pocket. The bulky pockets on the shoulders bother me.
Is this a Square Enix design or something?
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm looking at photos of actual riot cops, and like none of them have pockets on the shoulders.
Actually, I think the best part of this set is the police vest. The Kevlar vest looks really nice. This is really well done. I like this a lot.
Yeah, I also like this. It doesn't obscure too
I
much
think
of
if you
the
just
color
replace the weird shoulder pockets with like just kind of shoulder pads almost, that would look way better.
Yeah, my problem is that they stick out too far. Like they're like these big, like they're these rectangular prisms that were stapled onto the Heavy shoulders.
Yeah, it
looks
looks weird.
off.
Also,
Other than
they
that-
they muted all of the paint colors on the constable. Like
What?
they muted the paint colors, or it looks like that in the image, anyways.
Oh, you mean on the paint region?
Yeah. Like the paint colors all look faded, or more faded than they usually are.
that is something that more people have been doing lately. Is they're toning down the saturation on the paint colors, which is very much appreciated.
Yeah, I agree.
So the more people that do that, thank you.
Yeah.
The paint region's pretty. Honestly, I don't like the paint region because it's. I think it's a lot. Like you should have not put a paint region on this police vest at all. It doesn't need it.
I don't think it's terrible. It's just like people are obviously going to use it for the fucking pink and the green, but like for the yellow and the white and the gray, like I honestly think that doesn't look that bad.
I was gonna
sure for the colors that are neutral and play nice with TF2's color palette, it's great. But you know people aren't going to do that.
I know they're not.
But it looks like reflectors, which could be on a police vest, which is my argument.
Police are pink and lime green reflectors.
Lime green reflectors are real; those do exist. Pink reflectors aren't common, but lime green reflectors aren't the most uncommon.
Lime green reflector. I just get like a chick wearing a tennis hat.
Maybe I am stupid. Never mind.
I mean, like the visibility vests, sure.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I thought people just put like the strips of those though on vests and stuff. Like they just have strips of visibility strip. They have I don't remember what they're called.
It's usually silver on something like this, which is what the default is. Well, no, it's black rather, but it's
the default is black, and then like the
the straps don't need to be paintable. I don't think that's needed. It's not a deal breaker, but I don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
Probably.
Overall, the set is great.
Blue.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, this is. I think this is good. I'd be fine with this being in the game.
Weird pocket shoulders aside.
Yeah,
weird pockets aside. The overall set is fine.
How do you even reach those?
I like it. I think you just kind of reach for the opposite shoulder.
You do the flex, or do you reach for the scratch your back? Do you scratch your back?
It's like you're trying to get to the pocket that's on the same arm.
Yeah, no, that's what I first tried to do.
Craning your arm.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Like,
No, you got to go for the one on the opposite arm, I think.
I have to flex my big muscles to get my cigarette out of my shoulder pocket.
it's only a cigarette. That's the cigarette pocket. That's all. I keep one big cigar in there.
Get me some out of my pocket shoulder. You understand? I got a very nice pocket shoulder here. I gotta get a nice flex. Pull this out and get my glasses. Yeah, there we go.
What voice is that?
I don't know. Trump.
That's just the default.
It always is. Always has been. All right. And then last in this section, we have Team Waved. It's a war paint.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's going for the kind of anodized aloha sort of thing with the exposed metal, which
I like that a lot. I like when war paints do that.
Yeah. I think I like that the red
colors.
one. The red one looks like the wallpaper of a Taco Bell.
You're right. It does.
That bumps it up for me.
This is this guy's first war paint, actually. Pretty surprising. Very nice.
This is his first one. Damn.
They're also in
This is
chat.
really good.
Hey, person, you did a good job.
Yeah, it's good.
This is
honestly, the fucking colors are phenomenal. Like your choice in color palette, this is fantastic.
Yeah,
this is really good.
Yeah, I would be happy with this thing in the game. Good
There's
job.
like little paint smudges and imperfections in the pattern. Like that's good job.
Yeah.
You put in considerably more effort than most do when making war paints, which is
you didn't just grab 2 newspaper images off of Google.
Yeah,
oh gosh. Yeah.
Like I like this. Like the reason why I like you remember cream corns, which we got in the previous Scream Fortress Warpaint case, or the one before that.
This is like a team color version of that.
Well, this is just a better version of that because of I think the colors are nicer. I'm a fan of the texture, like the pattern itself, but now we have like proper, or I shouldn't say proper, but better colorization that just looks better.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll take it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is really good.
This is very, very good. Good job, Boxer and Buffa in the chat. Shout out to you. You did a good job.
Yeah. Consider me a fan.
All right, I'm gonna go grab 10 more.
I'm gonna get some coffee real quick. I need more liquid.
Coffee.
Are you grabbing them in order?
Get some sun.
I am grabbing them. I'm probably grabbing them in order. Yeah.
I'll just like copy paste 10 then, unless that's what you're doing.
No, you can go ahead and do it. I'll let you know if I'm skipping one. Okay. Oh, whoops! I forgot to. Oh no! Ah!
Oh no!
Oh no! The overlay.
It's recursive. It's looping back in on itself.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. I need to develop a repertoire of bad George Lucas
So,
quotes.
gentlemen, true questions. How do you take your coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
How do you take your tea?
I don't drink tea.
How do you take your water?
Wet usually.
I make coffee. So I make it for other people. So it depends on the situation. Today my coffee, I had a latte. I have an espresso machine in my house. I don't know if this has come up before. I have an espresso machine in my home that I use, and my partner made me a nice latte today.
I'm envious of your latte machine.
That
espresso machine.
My latte machine.
Sorry.
Are you referring to?
Still, I'm firing off 5 hours of sleep, so I'm a little out of it.
Calling my partner a latte machine is a bit rude, Zesty. I didn't think.
No, I'm saying I'm envious of your coffee maker. I'm not envious of your partner.
Calling my partner a coffee maker is a bit rude, Zesty.
That's not what I mean. Oh no, here it goes again. Oh, Zesty's fucking misogynist now. It's all fucking over. Sorry. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh Christ.
That was a good meme. For the record, Zesty, I understood what you were saying. You're good.
I know.
But yeah, no, if I really want energy, I'll make myself a cortado, which is like an ultra condensed latte.
Okay. Because you said a word I had never heard before. Thank you for defining it. If you just left it at that, I would have been very confused.
Pretend like you know what he's talking about.
Like, oh yes, I too do that.
But it's like a latte, a smaller latte, and a very it's a latte with less milk, basically. It's also called a Gibraltar some places.
A Gibraltar.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. It's my new favorite coffee drink though. I didn't know it existed, and it's like my go-to energy booster drink since
A stronger latte.
yeah, because I like the taste of the milk, but I also like to taste what the espresso tastes like. And latte you can't do that as well. So Cortado does it. That's the whole reason it was made was to allow people to have milk in their coffee, but also allow you to taste what the coffee, like the roast tastes like.
People want to taste their coffee? What?
What? No way. No.
What? I just dump a bunch of shitty like store-bought creamer into mine, and I'm good.
Yeah, it's
Hazelnut flavor.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Speaking of which, actually, I don't know where Alan went. Alan, are you here?
He's muted.
Yeah, but sometimes he just does that.
Oh,
He can be, coughing, pissing, both. You never know.
All of the above. He's releasing several fluids right now.
all
It's
of the
like the
orifices.
All of
Like
them.
the fucking
All 7
like the
holes.
death punch from Kill Bill that like makes your heart stop, except every orifice opens up. Just unload.
That's horrible. That's disgusting. Why'd you say that?
I don't know. It's a funny idea.
What a horrible thing you just said.
Oh shit, dude! Your most recent video is doing really well. I just saw it in the lower right. Congrats.
The lower right of what?
Of my panel, my Chrome window.
Oh, I thought you meant the stream. I was like, where is it?
No,
What?
like I have your latest video being recommended to me again.
Oh shit.
Doing well.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Gaming's obsession with minors.
It's such a man. It part of the reason.
Was anyone mad at you for doing that title?
I saw several people say that they were like, you better change it. And I couldn't tell if they were being serious or not, but I got that comment a lot. Most people are understanding that it's like I play the joke completely straight. Like I don't mention the title being that at once in the video, so which is part of the reason why it's funny.
Yeah.
So because I don't make the whole video isn't that joke. It's just the title. You have to write the joke yourself. So it's been basically all positive reception. There was someone made a viral tweet out of that thumbnail. They posted the thumbnail and they just went gaming's obsession with what, and it did like 50,000 likes and shit.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that actually.
Yeah, I had people sending that to me, and they were being like, "You're famous," and I was like,
I had my tweet show up in a. I had a tweet of mine show up in a completely unrelated YouTube video about like community notes.
What?
Like, oh my god,
Community
have I
notes?
made it?
On Twitter?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I think the weirdest crossover I've had is like a VTuber watching my YouTube poops. I think that's the weirdest thing.
You made YouTube poops?
Yeah, on my second channel I have a few.
Oh shit! Damn.
I the one I cannot top the one I made of Alex Jones. That's like my favorite one I've ever done. I have not been able to make a better one since.
I'll have to do the next episode of the show is going to be us reviewing your YouTube poops.
Hell yeah, dude! The YouTube poop episode.
I haven't
not
watched
just mine, but other good ones.
I haven't watched a YouTube poop in a minute. I grew up on those though.
They made a new Fresh Prince recently.
Really?
Did they really?
Yeah, Fresh Prince 3.
Oh no way! I have to watch it.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 part 1. I don't know if he's come up with part 2 yet.
Part 1? Oh man.
Yeah.
The person in chat who said coffee is a broth, I'm banning you. You suck. I hate you.
You suck. I mean, they're not entirely wrong.
I cannot believe that they genuinely say, calling coffee a broth is like calling tea you'd have to call like most drinks a broth. Like juice is a broth. Like
is milk a broth in cereal?
No, because they're saying it's a broth because you poured a liquid through it to get it. That's like that's what they're like. It's the essence. You've poured a liquid through something to get a new liquid. That's what a broth is by their definition, I assume. I also timed them out for 5 minutes. Chat. I didn't actually ban them. Just for, I'm not a tyrant.
Just for the record,
I'm not a tyrant.
You are a benevolent overlord.
You're going mad with power.
Every time I see that clip of Schlatt like banning everyone with a Dream SMP related name in his Twitch chat, I'm just like I could never do it. I can't. I couldn't.
Oh.
I could. No. Well, no.
Dude, that'd be the easiest thing to do.
Well, no. I feel really
it's like
bad.
saying it's like asking yourself, would you rather eat a piece of Laffy Taffy or save a puppy from a river? It's like, of course you're going to save the puppy. It's like the easiest choice to make in your life.
No. If it's the choice between banning everyone with a Dream SMP related name in my chat or not doing that, I just wouldn't. He just did it. He didn't do it for
immediately.
He didn't do it for any reason. He just felt like it one day. Like it was just. It's
I
funny.
feel like
Deserved.
It would
It's
save
funny.
me a lot of headaches from very insufferable people online.
Well, you know, the person who made that tweet about me was a Dream SMP person apparently.
Oh,
There
no.
you go.
So you know, I wasn't aware of that until afterwards. I think it got to them because of the Minecraft Steve in the thumbnail.
Like the only reason why I know who Dream is because you have like 15-year-old girls that will like scream and shout his name whenever I go into a Walmart. It's very strange.
I have you know did you know that he makes music, right?
No.
Oh god, I unironically love the mashup of his shitty fucking Mask song with Pumped Up Kicks.
I've not heard that one. That's a new one.
Oh great. Now I have to listen to this.
No. So no, but his awful Mask song, right? There's a version of it.
Terrible.
There's a version. It's really bad. There's a version of it though. That's where the whole point of it is that it's just really homosexual. It's really gay. It's violently gay.
Violently gay.
It is so.
Is that better than being violently autistic?
It's like it's in the same tier, which is S tier. Being violently gay and violently autistic are on like the same level of like greatness.
Of greatness.
especially in this regard. I have the entirety of the gay version of Dream Mask memorized because I used to be a speedrunner on Twitch and I used to have song requests and people, because my name's Lucid, people would be like lucid dream, so they would just request that song ad nauseum. They just wouldn't stop requesting that song. And so I have it memorized, and I've come to the conclusion that's unironically better than the original because the lines are at least clever.
Funny.
So yeah, that's my tangent for the day. Yeah. Also,
I think that Pumped Up Kicks really. I think that Pumped Up Kicks elevates the song beyond anything it should be, and also like actually good audio mixing helps with that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I cannot believe he wrote Mask and just didn't think like, man, should I?
This is the most sophomoric thing that anyone has ever written in the history of time.
It's so.
Maybe I should just stop.
It's just so badly like no self-awareness. Everything is said explicitly. Like when you want to talk about a subject, like I feel like I don't have an identity aside from the identity I have online. You can't just say that in your lyrics like explicitly. With like
that is what the point of.
Yeah, there's no
mask
artistic element.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Fuck! I just dropped a fucking piece of gypsum in my coffee. God damn it!
That's what it does.
Gypsum? Isn't that a rock?
Yes, I'm fucking with my rock collection next to me, and I just dropped my goddamn coffee. God, fuck! Hold on.
Thank you for reminding me.
It's gonna dissolve in there. God damn it!
Guys, can we get an F in the chat for Zesty's gypsum? Chad, I'm not doing the song. I'm not saying this song on stream. Oh, this is this is a great, wonderful time to remind you guys that go subscribe to the Upon Further Review channel, on YouTube, so you can see the VOD and also get exclusive content whenever that gets made, and also if you wanna be a channel member, do that. Also, all super chats get read by the panel. So if you want to ask a funny little question to any of the four people talk on today, feel free to do it. So yeah, that's my shill for the stream. I try to always get one in. I thought I might as well do it while Zesty's killing his pet rock. No, not that one.
Trying to save his rock.
Yeah. My partner just showed me a different Upon Further Review podcast that's about football. And no, Chad, it's not that one.
I'm out of fucking coffee. And I want to make more. Oh well.
Yeah, but instead we're gonna talk about our next thing.
Hell yeah, things.
Yeah, things. Next up we have the solid spinner.
Spin.
It's a weapon.
Mm-mm.
It's our first weapon, I think.
I don't know what it is about custom weapons being put onto the workshop, but almost all of them fall short of looking like normal TF2 weapons. I don't know why this is. Like, it looks fine, but I feel like it's doing far too much, right? Because if you look at all the default like vanilla weapon models in TF2, and then also like and pick any side grade, right? They're not that visually detailed, right? And they have like certain. I don't think I think the thing that makes me the most uncomfortable is the barrel, like the weird offset junk like drum underneath the gun looks odd.
Well, that's the point. Like it looking odd is supposed to be. It's supposed to look odd. It's supposed to be like this rigged contraption.
Just seems off.
I think it looks fine personally. I'm actually okay with this one. I like it because the colors aren't overly gaudy, and also I think the concept for it is amusing enough. Although I don't know what it would do.
I get a long argument about weapon stats.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost pointless to argue that sort of thing because it's just like it could be literally anything you want it to be.
That's so true.
Lest we forget that the backscatter has like extra drum magazines and it has less ammo in it.
That's so true, actually. Holy shit. They're very big pellets that get smaller once you shoot them.
Exactly.
Yes.
They just take up more space inside the gun.
Yes. There's like little creatures that hide inside those drum barrels, and they feed
little goblins.
Yeah, they feed the bullets into the chamber.
There's just something off about it, and I can't put my finger on what it is. It's bothering me that I can't describe what's wrong with it and why it looks off.
I feel like the barrel is super oversized.
I was gonna say I think it's too big.
Yeah, that's one gripe I have is it's a little chunky.
Like I was thinking that if the barrel wasn't there and it was just like kind of the little barrels of the minigun, kind of like you'd see on like a mounted helicopter minigun or something like that may honestly look better.
Mm.
But it's got like the big, I guess that's a heat shield.
Yeah, basically
something like that.
Something
like it's like for the muzzle thing. Where, I'm not sure what purpose that part of the gun serves, but
I'm from California. I don't know anything about guns, so.
So true.
I know things about guns, just not miniguns.
I live in Japan. I have no idea what a gun is.
True.
But you're in Japan. You know what a gun is.
No, there are no guns here.
Well, there was one gun there.
No, there have never been guns here. What are you talking about?
Okay.
There are no guns within the walls.
I get that reference.
I would hope Fish does too.
I would hope so.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate. Anyways, Zesty, by the way, super chat asked, "Don't smoke the shroom." Asks, "What's your favorite rock?" Which is a very broad question.
Well,
that is a broad question.
I can return with my favorite mineral, and it's a rhodochrosite, which is manganese carbonate. Very beautiful stone.
Would you like to say that slower for the people in the back?
Rhodochrosite. So I'll spell it for you. It's RHODOCHROSITE.
That's
rhodochrosite.
That is how I guessed it would be spelled, and I feel very smart.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I'm gonna go. Usually you get a lot of it in pink, but that's because it's gone through a certain level of oxidation, or it has a higher higher calcium content. Because what rhodochrosite is, you can think of it as calcite. That's all, except replace the calcium with manganese. And the manganese is what gives it its very deep red color. And if you get the more pure manganese you get into it with less calcium, you get like a really deep blood red color. It's very pretty.
This is very pretty.
Like very rarely in nature do you find stones that are deep red like that, or like orange. And I think it's really pretty. Green is actually like the most uncommon color in gemstones, believe it or not. Yeah, and blue as well. Blue and green are the most rare.
It's like emerald, aquamarine.
Yeah, so aquamarines and emeralds are the same mineral. That is the mineral beryl, and BERYL.
Yeah,
and those are very rare to come across.
I was gonna do this. Wait, where did? Sorry, the overlay's gone. There we go. Also, Alan, welcome back.
Hi.
How have you been? What do you think of rhodochrosite?
No, it's awesome. Yeah.
I was.
I was.
Oh no, you go. No, you go.
No, I was gonna. I was. Nah, never mind.
No. You no. Come on. You can do it.
I was gonna make a bad joke about what does it do for uh, like the atmosphere. Like the
Oh, you mean
soul,
like
soul
gemstone energy,
Yeah.
shit like that?
Like,
I
just align
don't
my
know. You could
chakras or
literally
not?
you can just assign whatever you want to it, and it will do that.
If I mine it, does it give me health?
It does look like red sugar, doesn't it?
It
It really does.
It looks tasty.
I
It
was.
looks like it would at least give you experience points.
Yeah, it looks like No, that's way too niche of a reference. I was gonna reference fucking Spore Hero from the Wii.
Oh.
No one knows what that is. And I was also gonna make a joke about guys. Could someone please super chat asking Zesty what his favorite element of the periodic table is? Because I'll never know otherwise. Thank you.
God, what is my favorite element?
How is your gypsum holding up, Zesty?
Oh, it's gone. It dissolved in my coffee.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that quick?
It was a very small piece. Thankfully,
Nice.
I have more.
Okay, good. Whew.
I have more gypsum.
I have more. Okay.
Are you gonna be drinking your rocks instead of eating them then?
Up my coffee because I don't want to. I pulled this gypsum out of a hillside in West Texas after a rainstorm, and I don't want to be consuming West Texas mud with a bunch of cattle that was crawling all over it and shitting on it. So
You'll get mad
wanna-
cow
I wanna
disease that way.
Bro just casually dropped that he pulled this gemstone out of the side of a. What? You
Yeah.
did?
so
What?
gypsum is very soluble in water, and so when it rains, it gets leached out of topsoil, and then as the water evaporates, it leaves it behind, and it forms very thick sheets of gypsum just on the hillside. And it's like basically like natural glass. You just pick it up and play with it. It's a very
Just play with
soft mineral.
glass.
That's
Wow.
cool. Zesty, we need to like schedule a stream for UFR where we bait people in with like, oh, we're gonna be talking about this controversial thing, and then you should teach us about rocks.
Okay, I'm down. Sure.
Yo, I know exactly how we. Ooh.
Don't spoil it. Don't
Uh,
spoil it.
Wait.
Type it so I can see what you're thinking.
Okay,
and
hold
so I
on.
can react to it.
Hold on. I'll type it, and it's a genius idea.
I want to see what you're thinking. No, I've seen the show. So it's
You
a good
have
joke.
actually.
That's pretty good.
That would be great.
Oh jeez.
We have to
Someone
do it.
actually donated asking for my favorite element on the periodic
Let's go.
table.
Thank you, Don't
Same
Smoke
guy.
Mushrooms. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate
man.
it.
What is my answer to that? Shit.
This was actually a completely selfish request because I want to talk about my favorite element on the periodic table.
Well, okay, what
Is
is
it
your
one of the
favorite element?
noble
It gives me
gases?
time to think.
Chromium, and it's not close. Chromium's awesome because it gives color and makes paint. That's my only reason. It's really cool because it's like a material from a video game because whatever it reacts with, like whatever other chemical you give to it is what creates the color. So it's like a thing in a video game where if you gather the different crystals, you get different abilities. Like that's what I picture chromium as. I love chromium. It's great.
I choose oxygen.
That's so fucking lame. Holy shit.
That's
No,
so
it's not
basic.
because like it's not. Oh, I need oxygen to breathe. No, but that's because pretty much it's one of the most abundant elements we have, and two, it's basically in every mineral compound you come across.
Man, don't meet your heroes. Their favorite element of the periodic table might be oxygen.
Oh, come on! I mean, what, you want me to pick like fucking like lithium or uranium or tungsten? I can get more creative if you want. I mean, tungsten. Okay, so tungsten's pretty cool. You can make like cool shiny tungsten rings. That's neat.
I was actually
Americium.
gonna have my next Steam alias be Tungsten Cube because of those giant tungsten cubes you can buy that are like super fucking dense.
Yeah.
It's like $1,000. You just
Oh no. Okay, I changed my mind. Gallium, because you can make a spoon out of it and then it will melt in your hand.
gallium's pretty cool.
Why specifically a spoon?
Or I mean, you can make it any shape you want. You can make it like a little dick. You can make like a little car. You can make all the Monopoly pieces.
If you made it, if you made a dick and it melted in your hand, that'd be kind of sad. But it'd be really fun. Imagine giving that to someone as a gift and then it just melts and you're like, haha.
Just like laugh at yourself. Oh shit.
Also, how can chromium be bad for the environment? It's a natural element. It's not artificial. People didn't make it.
Well, I mean,
Well, I think they might say it's toxic, like how arsenic, which is an element, is toxic.
Like uranium is toxic, like that kind of toxic.
Probably, maybe that's what they're
Yeah,
maybe that's what they're talking about.
I'm gonna put
Because isn't
arsenic in
chromium
your
mildly
food.
radioactive, or am I wrong?
I mean, basically everything's mildly radioactive.
We use it in every
Wow.
like it's used in like every paint, so it can't be that radioactive unless. It's
Oh
high-
no,
Well,
it's not. It's
they
this
said
is
that
one
about
of the
radium.
stable. Is it metalloid or metal? It's a metal. Oh, that's where you are.
Man,
I just never think of. Chromium is never on the mind. It's not something I think about.
I love chromium so much. The day I learned about chromium, it was my favorite element, and it's never changed. I had one of those like big element books with all the elements in it, and had like really cool pictures. Man,
Hell yeah.
that was so cool.
See, I hear chromium, and I think that everything is chrome in the future.
No.
Everything is chrome in the future.
They've ruined the element by associating a bad browser with it. It sucks.
I was thinking of SpongeBob.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about like
that
every
episode.
browser's going to be Chrome, like because like a
No.
Vivaldi. and-
SB129, I think, is the episode.
Yes.
I haven't watched SpongeBob.
Gasp.
Yeah, I'm deeply depressed.
But you have seen Steven Universe, yes?
I have seen some of it. I know what
saw, like,
happens
one
in it.
episode, and I decided it wasn't for me.
I
Watch it and be disappointed like I was.
I have
Alright,
seen
all of it.
I know what happens in it, so I don't need to watch it to be disappointed. I will already
Yeah.
be disappointed.
Yeah, it's quite the ride, I will say.
It is a bad show.
I agree. It does a lot of things wrong.
It does some things right.
It's a good show when it wants to be. That's what Starry Crow says. It's a good show when it wants to be.
Sometimes there are good things in it, but it overall is a bad show. It's like if the Super Mario Brothers movie is a 6 out of 10, Steven Universe is like a 3 or a 4. You know?
I think 3 is more fair.
There's some things that are really good though. Like I don't know. Maybe I'll have to see. I'd have to watch the whole. It's hard.
Do we just want to like get in like a knockout drag down and like debate about Steven Universe?
No,
Like,
no.
why it's bad?
No, because we're gonna be here all day, and we have like 80 more cosmetics to do, and
I forgot we're doing workshop reviews.
Yes.
The next cosmetic's gonna be a Steven Universe cosmetic.
Oh, I'm surprised I'm not. Someone's probably done a Steven Universe item somewhere on the workshop. I just not seen.
Yeah, I'm sure. Next we have the necrotic nail gun.
This one feels more TF2. Than
Well, because it
this
literally
one.
is TF2. It's just the
Yeah.
beta nail gun.
Yeah, this looks more appropriate.
It looks
I like
But
it. Keep it.
repurposed as a secondary pistol replacement by the looks of things.
It looks too big.
It is a bit girthy, but
Nail guns are pretty big, so understandable.
I think. I mean, honestly, I think it's fine. It's got a little chunk, but
Yeah, I guess.
I could see this being like half damage, double the clip size and firing speed or something like
Isn't it
that.
interesting that like Scout used to have basically the equivalent of the syringe gun?
It is
I-
pretty crazy.
I would have to imagine that it would have to do way more damage to be even remotely satisfying because God, the syringe
yeah.
gun sucks so much dick.
Oh yeah.
Allow it to headshot.
There
Oh
you go.
God.
do mini crits on headshot, and we've got a deal.
Oh,
Considering it would be using like Huntsman hitboxes, that would be terrible.
Make it an
Oh,
Overwatch
yeah.
weapon. That's all I want.
I would hate that.
It would be make the base syringe gun an Overwatch weapon. Just give it the ability to headshot. It'd be great.
I
Fuck
think
yeah.
that the less projectiles that can do headshots, the better.
No, it would be fine. I'm sure it'd be great.
We should
On
make explosion
headshot,
steel headshot.
it makes you. What was it? EXE crash out of the game. have that be it.
For every
I like this. Gun's cool.
for every headshot you land, it adds a new random GIF from Giphy to your screen.
There you go.
Yeah.
It adds a new Family Guy funny moment into your YouTube playlist.
it replaces one of the recommended videos on your home screen.
Yeah.
One thing I really like about this design is the like sensor to tell if you're actually holding it to a board or something that like real nail guns have. They've got like a band around it holding it down.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that
that-
way it can just like
oh,
fire without
cool.
without any impediment. That's right. That's a good detail. I like that.
I was wondering what that was. That's cool. That's cool. Good job, Alan.
Or at least I assume that's what it is.
Alan, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, no, I think you got it.
Yeah, good. Put in the
Well
game
done.
tomorrow. Next we have another weapon. I think this is a list of weapons, by the way. I think someone just added a bunch of weapons. So, the Night Watch.
See, this is a bit of a gripe I have with some custom weapon models, is they put too much shit onto it. Like, you have the default shotgun, which is all the shotgun should ever be. But then you put like the bracers, then you have like a sight, then you have like a flashlight slapped underneath it, and it just puts too much visual detail onto a gun, onto a gun in a game where the guns don't have that much visual detail.
Is that a sight?
At the very end of the barrel, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the thing above the. I was like the hinge thing.
No, that's the folding stock.
Oh, of course.
The Spas 12 has that. That's.
The guns should not look realistic in TF2, and this puts too much detail onto the gun to make it look like a real one, and I don't think it's a good idea.
Someone in chat.
I'm a big sucker for the folding stock on the Spas 12, but like there's a lot of detail on this that like it's the Half-Life shotgun. And...
Like, it's well made, it's cool, it's just not a TF2 gun.
Yeah,
it reminds me of Left 4 Dead.
Someone in chat asked why there's a flashlight.
Yeah, the flashlight is the thing that really throws me off, and I just like that's way too much.
Yeah, it's an extraneous visual detail that just juts off of the gun, and it does
justifies
not look good.
the name.
It looks like it would fit in a Lethal Company.
I guess.
I could see this being a gun in Lethal Company as someone who's never played the game.
I think that is actually.
You should play. I mean, they have a shotgun in Lethal Company, but it does not look like that.
It looks like they did actually take a lot of inspiration from Left 4 Dead, because like the Spas 12 in that game, it has the folding stock and it has the flashlight on it, and oh my god, this cat scratching on my fucking door.
Why does it have a cat scratching?
If you just Google Spas 12, it's a very faithful like model of a Spas 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I also don't want this in the game. Although I do think it looks cool, just not for TF2.
Yeah.
And also, why is there a flashlight? Also, the flashlight would fall because it's got one of those like grabby arms. Like if you shook the gun too hard, it would fall.
Just wobble off. Yeah.
Anyways, the steady shot is next, which is like the same thing.
This is markedly better. Like this is like the highest level of visual detail you want to have on a weapon for TF2, and this one I think gets a pass.
Old ass fucking gun, 2013. Jesus.
Oh, that explains why it's actually good, because they actually follow TF2's design philosophy.
I don't know what purpose the bar on the top serves.
Yeah, that is throwing me way the fuck
off. What is that for?
The idea, I think the reason why it's called the steady shot is because that bar is there, so you can hold it with your other hand. Or
what is it there for? What does it do?
You hold it.
Like that.
It's like an oh shit handle.
Like if you removed the bar from this gun, it would still look fine, and it's like not needed. It just makes it. There's no point to it.
It's a three-step. It's a three-step gun. You cock the gun, you grab the handle, and then you pull the trigger to make sure you have the absolute control.
It's like a fucking 4-gauge shotgun. You need to have like an oh shit handle on it, just so that you don't rip your arm off when you shoot it.
It's a piston. Why is there a piston on
it's
the
like
gun?
A hydraulic arm, yeah. But it doesn't actually. It would never actually move.
I'm very confused.
Not that TF2's guns make sense, right? Like, I mean, you have they're not supposed to, but I feel like if you're gonna add a visual detail on here, at least it would make sense if it like is supposed to do something. Like for example, the drums on the backscatter are stupid, but at least you think, oh, the bullets go there. But for this, it's like, what does this do?
It's better than the scatter gun, where they just materialize when you fucking pull the lever.
Yeah, like you assume they're like in the drum part of the gun. They're like rolled up into that, I guess. But here, like what
all 36 of them?
All 36 just shoved in there. Yeah,
and that'll never jam.
Yeah, this is this is interesting.
But
I'm honestly not averse to it. Aside from like the weird piston, I mean, it looks fine. Like for a TF2 gun, sure.
Yeah, if the bar wasn't there, I'd be happier about it.
I would like the bar to be there if when you were like not using it, if there was like the animation of them holding it like it's a briefcase, I think it would be justified.
Maybe that's why it's there.
Well, no, because there's animation.
So you can carry it around easier.
I wish that like that's what they did with it. Like, After like if you hold
Then
you
just put like a handle on there.
Yeah, put like a strap on it. It's like a handbag.
Yeah.
Like this would have benefited from just a strap instead, like hanging down, but still attached at either end of where the piston is.
Yeah, like the Tomislav has.
I agree.
Yeah, that would have been nicer for this.
Yeah. I'd still be okay with it being in the game though.
Sure.
Well, this is like a 10-year-old submission, so whoever made this is probably dead.
Yeah.
It has 1,000 comments on its page. Jesus.
So what was the last? Oh, this guy has the. Oh, this guy made the iron lung that's in the game. So.
Oh, and he also made the bonk varnish. Wow.
Nice.
Oh, he did. He made bonk. He made bonk varnish. What the fuck? Yeah. So he has stuff in the game. Interesting.
Next we can do the critical transmission.
Medic backpack. Oh wait, no, it's a mini gun. What the fuck?
It's like 50s sci-fi, like Jetsons aesthetic. Like that's
Yeah, it looks like an antenna.
Yeah.
It looks like the Jetsons, which is I think actually cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like if you're gonna do sci-fi for TF2, you want to stylize it for the period and like what they would expect to see. And I think this looks pretty fine in that regard. It's like reminiscent of like the capper.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looks very much like
60s, 70s sci-fi.
Marvin the Martian, you know. Like,
yeah.
Which should.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. I think it's pretty good.
I'm really sad. Actually, come to think of it, I'm shocked there aren't more Looney Tunes references in TF2.
We have more like Pepe the Frog and other garbage on the workshop than we do Looney Tunes references.
We have a Wojak in the fucking game.
Yeah, we have fucking Soy Boy Scout in the game. Like, fuck.
Looney Tunes is so much better for like the. Anyways, sorry.
Anyways,
No, you're right. Looney Tunes is better for the period in which TF2 is supposed to take place, but we don't get that. We get Zoomer Scout.
Could you imagine if there was like in Phoenix, if like at the end of the, because at the end of the payload there was like a painted on Roadrunner.
Oh, dude, you're right. Phoenix was ripe for the picking for like Looney Tunes references, like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Come on.
That would have been so cool.
Overwatch.
but no. Route 66. What the fuck is it? 33. Alan, help me out.
Something like that. Whatever the map is in that game.
Alan did not help me out. It's fine.
Forget what it's called.
I've never played Overwatch, so I can't help you.
If you just picked a number, I would believe you.
Route 69.
There we go.
Route 66, like in Sonic Advance 3.
And Cars.
And Cars. Actually, no, it was Route Sonic Advance 3, Route 88?
Route 666, because it's
Route 99. That's it. Route 99 for Sonic Advance 3.
Yeah, because there's all of the routes in the Sonic Adventure 2.
They just invert
down
the 66.
Do you guys remember how there's like a Mario Kart clone in Sonic Adventure 2?
Yes.
Like that's just in the game for some reason. That was such a weird thing that they had in that game. That's like the worst part of the whole game. That they just have a Mario Kart.
The best.
Look, Sonic. I still maintain Sonic Adventure 2 is the best 3D Sonic game. I'll die on that hill.
I'm willing to somewhat agree.
Zesty. What beats it out? What gets close?
Huh?
What gets close? I'm curious.
Is it Sonic 06?
No.
No. Terrible.
I don't even think the fan-made remake gets close. From what I hear, and it's a good game. From
Shadow the Hedgehog's pretty fun.
No, I don't care about your opinion anymore.
I'm also very nostalgic for that game because I played it a lot when I was a kid.
I have mini story. My mom bought me that game because she knew that I really liked Sonic Adventure 2, and this was when I was like 8. And she saw me playing it and saw that I was like shooting police and that like Shadow was swearing, and she made me take it back to the store.
Oh, no way.
Damn chaos.
No way.
Shout out to my mom. It was probably a good decision.
Probably, but still, that's
she saved you.
She saved me. I didn't even like the game that much too, which is the best part. I didn't even want to play it. I hadn't played it in like weeks when she made me take it back. Yeah. Anyways, I'd want the critical transmission in the game. Put it in the game.
I like it.
Yeah.
Next we have another Medigun, the booster shot.
Oh.
This one's very detailed.
too much detail for a TF2 weapon.
Agreed.
Yeah, the last one was like retro futurism. This is more like modern futurism.
This looks like Alien, like 80s era futurism almost.
Yeah, again, cool gun, just not for TF2.
It almost looks like it would fit more in Portal.
Or Halo.
Yeah, way a Halo for sure. Actually, now that you mention it,
Shredded,
tweak the colors a little bit, put some more grit and dirt on there. Fuck yeah.
Shredded Nerd would love this. I'm sure of it.
Ah.
Yeah, no. Too much.
It really is just overly detailed. Like if they simplified it down, and like I like the idea of having like the glowing team colored bit at the front or on the side more. Like for example, if they did away with the grooves in the tubes going up to the back, if they got rid of like the double handle and the screws, the backpack is a little too overly detailed. You get rid of some of the smaller details on that. Like you could very easily simplify this and have this more in line with like TF2 style. They just went too hard with the little small visual bits that make it just too much for the game.
Yeah. I also like that the backpack is, I think, modeled to look like a Medipack, which is cool.
That is cool.
I think that, yeah, if you simplified this, it would be better.
Yeah.
But this is also a very old submission, so...
This guy is dead now.
This guy is probably dead.
No, Colte still does stuff, I think. Let's see.
No, he's dead.
What was the last thing he did? Maps, apparently. Does he even have anything in the game? Doesn't seem like it. Oh yeah, he did like the Chad engineer chin.
Let's go. He knows what he's doing, is what I'm hearing.
Did you do Great North? Oh god, not this map. Oh jeez. Weird clown set for sniper.
Chat, whenever someone's 10 years old or older, whenever someone was born 10 years ago, they're dead.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's some peak content for you from that same creator.
Oh. Oh.
He's an avocado. Thanks.
I would love to hear Alan's thoughts on this, but he is absolutely not here, and it's very sad. He
got the Hawaiian shirt in the game. The Aloha apparel.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, he also did the optic nerve, one of the worst hats in the game.
Oh, and the wingman. I like that one actually.
Wingman's decent.
I have that one on one of my
so
scouts.
interesting. You go back in time and you notice that there's a significantly higher volume of things that are far more fitting for the game. Honestly, go to like most workshoppers pages. They have made a bunch of stuff that's like more stylistically fitting for the game, and then right around 2021, everything just goes to shit. Everything goes to shit. You get more random, wacky objects and goofy shit because, like, oh, Valve starts picking this, therefore we must make it. So let's put a fucking sandcastle bucket on the pyro's back with a shovel sticking out of it. Ugh. Or turn Heavy's head into an avocado, or the sniper into a clown. Dear God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Groundbreaker, which is interesting.
Where's the link?
Oh,
Give me the link.
No.
Hand it
Oh,
over.
my bad. Hold on.
Alan, you're throwing.
Got you.
What the fuck?
The ground break. I have
look
it.
at
It's
the
here.
guacamole
There you go.
boy.
Oh, this is a classic. This one's been around for years, dude. Yeah. This is an ancient submission.
Someone just messaged me and said I should watch SpongeBob, followed by an invite to a Discord server that definitely has pirated SpongeBob episodes in it.
That's awesome. Oh man.
No, I'm not watching SpongeBob out of spite. Simply because you sent me a pirated Discord SpongeBob server.
Okay, so I love the idea of changing the drum into a box. Like the model of this weapon is fucking awesome, but
Agreed.
the colors are off.
Yeah, the colors are weird. That really threw me off, especially the blue one.
Yeah, the blue one needs
I
more
think
faded. The yellow
yeah,
needs to be
it's
more
a
of a
little
beige.
too saturated.
It's weird to see a team-colored sticky launcher in general, honestly.
No, yeah, and it's not like it's a bad thing. Like it can absolutely be team colored, but the problem is it's a little too punchy, a little too saturated. Like if they tone
Yeah,
it
it looks
down,
like it would fit in a completely different game.
yeah, it looks like a toy. Like it doesn't look like a TF2
Kind of, yeah.
weapon. But again, like the model looks like a TF2 weapon, right? Like this could have been like a different variant of the sticky bomb launcher, but then the way they colored it makes it look really not. It makes it look like not a TF2 item.
Hmm.
Like for example, if they just took away the team color and then left the orange/yellow bits, but then just make the blue and red parts like the same brownish gray that's on the stock sticky bomb launcher, then it'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd be totally down with that.
I agree.
But like, hey, it's got slightly off colors. What a complaint to have.
Yeah, no,
No,
the
yeah,
model
that's
is
like
amazing.
the only. It's a very minor nitpick with this, right?
Comparatively speaking,
So-
to some of the other things we've seen today.
Someone in chat called it a Nerf gun, which I think is funny because it kind of does.
Yeah, a little bit. It
A
does
little
look,
bit.
yeah, like I said, it looks like a toy, like a Nerf
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah, yeah. I think change the colors. This would be great. Yeah. Next one is the Highland Howitzer.
Yeah, like here we go. You know, same concept, but the colors are way more toned down. This feels a lot more like a TF2 gun. It has a little bit like a bit more visual detail on the model than I would personally like.
Yeah, it's got,
I
the
think
two
like
braces on the top.
like the extra strap on the side is not needed. Like I would just get rid of that, and then that's it. Really, you don't need the extra strap on the side. Then the rest of the model is.
This
fine.
was made by the same guy.
Yeah, this guy knows what's up. Like he knows. Like this guy knows how to make TF2 looking weapons. This is good.
Yeah, this is really good. This is just an improvement. Also, he updated it like recently or relatively recently, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, his last item that he posted to the workshop was in 2012, but he updated that in 2019.
Wow.
People actively use these weapon models as mods in their games.
That might be why.
Like that's how old and popular these are.
Understandable.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is really good. So, yeah, we could just keep going.
I was also sent the Discord server. It's just oh my god, SpongeBob episodes.
Alan, were you sent the SpongeBob episodes Discord server?
I was not, thankfully.
I'm glad. And last in this batch we have the problem solver.
Oh, it's a mace is the right word I'm looking for?
Yeah,
or what is
I
this?
believe so.
It's a mace. It is not a flail because it's not a chain.
Yeah, flail's
Yeah,
on a chain.
It's a mace.
I think if it has like the spiked ball like that, then it's technically a morning star. If I'm not.
Oh, that's
mistaken.
right. It's a morning star. That's the right turn.
That
What's
sounds
a
correct.
mace?
I think
That's
a
a
mace
hammer.
is-
What?
Okay, mace versus morning star.
I think a mace is a
Okay.
hammer.
You're gonna learn today.
Mace versus Morning Star.
Okay, yeah, mace
Yeah,
is
it
like
is a morning star.
It's got this kind of. Hang on, let me post an image in chat. It's got this weird kind of diamond shape to it. It's like flanged around the edges, while the morning star is just like it's a ball with spikes on it.
Yeah.
Yep. So conclusively, morning star, but I like it.
Yes. I also like it.
Yeah, I think more medieval
So,
weapons on demo night would be just cool to see in general.
This is what we need, and I know exactly. Instead of decapitating, it just sends your ragdoll fucking flying across the map when you kill someone
That'd
with
be
it.
funny.
That's exactly what this needs to do. Because it just fucking beat the shit out of somebody with a blunt object. That's exactly what needs to happen.
Or maybe they just
sends their-
explode. That'd be
Sends
funny.
them careening across the map.
Oh gosh, could you imagine it does no
Like
damage
a
but like a
pocket.
shit ton of knockback?
Oh god, that'd be so ass to play against. Very fun to use.
It really would be. It'd be like the ultimate. You'd just be crowd control. You'd get no kills. Just be a support.
Just throw people around. Oh jeez.
It would probably be horrible. It'd be a horrible weapon, but it'd be really fun to use.
Yeah.
I would be totally fine if this was just a reskin that made it so that you exploded on crit like the Apoco fists.
Oh,
God,
that would
that'd
also be
fun
cool.
Too.
That would also
That'd
be
be
cool.
fun.
What the fuck? Melee double donk. What would that even? How would that even work? Like you hit someone in the air and then you hit them again. You just hit them straight up and then you could. Oh man, that would be awful to play against, but it'd be really fun.
Who knows what kind of stats you could have for another melee item for Demo Man? He already has so many. I think he has the most melees out of any class, next to Scout.
I think so, yeah.
It'd
Well,
be-
Pyro's probably got to be up there, right?
I think so. He might be third place. Let's find out. I'm gonna do my research.
Oh my god.
So Scout has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 unique ones.
Not counting reskins.
That's not counting reskins. Pyro has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as well. Demo Man has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Pyro and Scout both beat Demo Man. I was wrong.
I think that this is like a wild ass idea. Sorry. If you had like he can't use his shield until he gets a hit with his melee, but the melee hit sends straight up. So then you use his shield to combo out of his melee, and then like sends them flying in a direction if you hit.
Oh, I think I see what you're talking about. It could be interesting.
I'm trying to think. I was thinking of like who the fuck is in Smash Brothers? There's a guy in Smash Brothers. He like they're it's the golf club. Peach. Peach's golf club. Yeah, if you forward smash with Peach and you hit her golf club, it sends straight up, and then she can like use her side B to like ram into people afterwards, and it sends them flying. I'm just picturing that, but Demo Man. It's really cool in my head.
Potentially.
Yeah. Man, stuff and things. I need to go get more weapons. I will be right back. Not weapons.
I streamed earlier and someone made a suggestion for like a Demo Man melee that would like do guaranteed crits or mini crits when you launch people with your grenade launcher or something, and I thought that was at least a little bit interesting.
Interesting, but hard to pull off because it's hard to pop someone up with a grenade launcher. It would make more sense to combo it with a sticky because you can actually get it at their feet and send them upward.
But obviously, like being a Demo Man melee, it would be easiest to use on something like Hybrid Knight. So
yeah,
definitely a bit of a trade-off there.
I'm not sure what you could do for like a combo item like that for Demo Night. Because let me think.
I'm skipping down. I'm going to now start picking one suggestion, like the first suggestion from each person, because a lot of people say,
yeah, that's what I have to do, because when people like when I started doing this, like one guy would send like 20 things, and it would be unfair to other people who send things to look at.
So I'm picking the first submission from everybody who sent.
Like my rule on my streams is send one link only, and if you don't send one link, I'm completely ignoring your message.
Oh.
That's just how I do it. And then again, guess what? It works. People listen and only send one link at a time.
I did not think to institute that.
Well, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's fine, but that's just how I do it.
Oh. The guy who sent the SpongeBob link also sent I think ones that are in here specifically to make you upset.
Oh, well. That's what the people are here for. We got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, we got to give the people what they want.
Got to give the people what they want.
A little bit of
because that's how I made my name to fame, getting mad at people in video games and hats, and that's what people are here for.
Okay, I think we are on the last stretch of submissions then. If you have not submitted your suggestion already and want to submit, go to the Discord. Join the Discord.
Join Lucid's Discord and post workshop links.
Yeah, if you have not already. If you have already, don't do that. Stop it. Okay.
Oh, I saw it on your stream.
I also saw it.
Yep. We're gonna get there. We're starting with
a little bit purpley in there.
The amount of liberties people take with the shit they put on the workshop, thinking it's okay, drives me nuts. Oh,
we're starting with a marginally better one.
Okay, we got the beggar's flare gun.
The carbon emission, which is a cool name for the record.
Yeah,
that's a good.
It's cute, good name. I guess.
I
think it kind of fits with Pyro's sort of cobbled together, just like homemade weapons.
What is Is that a stick of butter on the bottom?
Is it actually?
Is it really?
What is that supposed to be? That's my only complaint so far with the weapon. Is just what is that?
It might be a block of wood. It's hard to tell. I don't think it's butter.
I also don't think it's butter.
It might just be a block of wood.
Strange for sure.
Could you imagine if it was butter and it was like an inverse bicycle?
Oh yeah, this could be like a jumper weapon, like someone said in your chat. That's not a bad idea.
Oh, that'd be cool. Someone said it's. Oh, he said it's a fish cake. Said Al. I'm.
Is it?
I'm going to guess it's a block of wood. That's I'm gonna go with Zesty's because that makes.
I'm gonna guess that it's cheese because I like cheese.
It's actually a wrapped
cheese
Nintendo Wii remote. There we go.
There we go.
But yeah, I think this is cool. I like this.
It's okay. I'm not like wild about it, but I think it's fine.
It would be cool. I think with the appropriate stats, it could be really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Like when you have a weapon that's really conceptual and kind of experimental like this, I think the stats make it or make or break how cool it is in practice to an extent.
Yeah.
You know, because like imagine if the Beggar's Bazooka was the Beggar's Bazooka, but it had like, you know, 1 extra rocket in the clip and like 20% less fire rate, and that was the stats.
Yeah, the Beggar's Bazooka works because it's like such a weird fucking design.
Yeah, the stats
No,
match
like
how
there was,
wacky it
yeah,
is.
the thought went into it. Like you said, it matches the design of the gun to be like this misfiring fuck up of a gun because it was thrown together with a bunch of random parts.
You said misfiring fuck up. I immediately thought of Luigi.
Oh shit!
That's so sad, man. I picture
Poor
Luigi
guy.
just
He
crying.
does his best.
He does.
He does his best.
I can almost imagine it shooting out like little, like almost acting like a shotgun with little tiny little bits of flare going everywhere, but it has like
Could be
super short
good.
range.
It's shooting out butter. I'm actually changing it back.
It shoots hot butter.
It shoots hot butter. It shoots
Hot and gooey butter, and
it
when
shoots-
teammates walk over it, they slip.
It shoots
And
flaming.
it makes like a whing noise.
That would fit TF2. Hey, we did it.
That's what the
There you
second
go.
banana should do on alt fire.
I 100% agree, and I don't know why it doesn't do that. It would be the best. It might be the best lunchbox item if it did that. If you could just put it in a choke
I
point.
still think that the second banana is understatedly strong.
Oh, absolutely. It's really good.
Like there's a clip in my I think chocolate bar video where I just heal up like 800 damage in a couple of fucking seconds in this giant ass fight I'm having with like 7 people at
Yeah,
once.
the banana is quite good.
It's really good.
Give me a strange one.
And it's Strange Dragon's Fury.
Next
It's
yeah,
never gonna
and
happen.
Strange Dragon's Fury.
next up, can it? It's a taunt.
Oh, I think I know this one. This is like where you're the soldier's like get in the trash can.
Here we go with random objects manifesting out from underneath the mercenaries for a taunt. I hate taunts like these. I just ugh.
This would be really good. Sorry, you go. I have it.
Like what about this is reflective of the soldier? What about this is reflective of TF2? Like, haha, you're bad at the game. Get in the trash can. No, he's angry and kicks the trash can away. It just
The name of the
there's
taunt.
no charm to this.
The name
This
of the
feels
taunt
like
is something he would say.
It's not really. I mean, he would probably say something like, you know, get a hair job, hippie. But like, oh, can it? You know,
He
like
says,
it's
"Get
not
a
like.
haircut, trash can."
Here's the thing.
Get a
You
haircut.
can put this in any. You can put this in any game as an emote, and it would equally as fit.
I was literally going to say, if this was in Toontown, this would be really good in Toontown. This looks like something in Toontown. Do you guys play Toontown?
like-
Have I talked about that on stream? Have we talked about that?
No.
Fish, do you know what Toontown is?
I'm aware of it. I never played it though.
Ah, damn.
I remember old commercials for it.
Chat
I
press.
also remember the commercials.
Chat press 1 if you played Toontown. It's a good game. Shout out to
be
Not
right
Soap
back.
in the Discord. He plays Toontown. He's a homie. But this absolutely would fit with Toontown. It's like a whole it's like an MMO from like the late aughts that Disney made about like anti-corporate sentiment, which is ironic because it's Disney. And then they you know they canceled it, of course, because it wasn't making enough money, which is also funny. But yeah, I do not think 2, 3, 4, 5. It's based off of Know Your Place trash. It doesn't look like that at all. Although if it were, it would be a better taunt. Just
I'm the trash man.
that would also be a better taunt if it were based off that.
There should be a tower soldier just throws a bunch of garbage everywhere and then starts eating garbage.
And then just says, "I'm the trash man." Rah.
And then he throws the garbage can at someone and just like cuts open their fucking jugular vein and kills them.
And then he shits on the ground, and if he hits someone with his shit, then it does damage. Taunt kill.
And
it
fits into the theme because all of the mercenaries canonically poop.
Damn it.
We don't know if Pyro poops.
We don't know if Pyro
Would
can
Pyro have to
poop.
take off? Would Pyro have to take off the suit to poop?
I don't know.
I just got back and I heard would Pyro have to take the suit to poop.
Well,
What
Zesty,
did I come back to?
what's the answer?
what?
Go on it.
You
Go
want
on.
me to answer?
Go on, Zesty.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I actually kind of, I mean, yeah, the way it's designed, he would have to take off the suit.
What if he just goes, Zesty? Have you considered that?
I mean,
What if it's like a space suit?
like an astronaut suit.
Yeah.
So like, so Pyro just shits himself. Oh,
That would
God.
make certain people who play this game very happy.
Oh, no.
Why'd you say that? Fuck.
No, yeah, you have those people.
I hate
They are
you.
here.
They are not here. They would never be here.
They might be here. They might
No.
be watching us right now.
No.
It could be you.
no.
It could be me.
We were talking about how there could be like just an alternative version of this taunt where instead Soldier just throws a bunch of trash everywhere and then shits on the ground, and if it's like a taunt.
But again, you're not wrong. It would suffer from the same fucking problem in that what does this taunt have anything to do with
Zesty.
TF2 or the Soldier or anything? It could just be like it would be I can't talk. I'm angry. The words are not coming.
Come.
I'm stuttering and stammering over myself because I'm so angry about a trash can taunt. I got fucking no part in the game.
Zesty, have you considered that if the poo hit someone, it would be a taunt kill?
God, it's horrible. Why would you even, like, present that as an option? I hate that.
It's well animated, and I wish it were in Toontown.
Yeah.
That's my statement.
I'm personally not all that offended by this. I think it's whatever. I wouldn't use this honestly, but it's
We have an oversaturation of taunts that have nothing to do with the characters nor the game they're in, and I
feel
do
like we
not
almost
like
have
that.
an oversaturation of taunts in general.
We do, and like what makes a TF2 taunt a good taunt is a few facets. One, brevity. If it's short, it's snappy, good. Second, please have it actually be a taunt where you're jeering at the person you're giving it to, and not like a random goofy little team activity where you're like cooking or being in a banjo band or something like that. And three, have it be tonally appropriate and fitting for the game, and don't have it be Soldier manifesting a trash can out from the netherworld and telling you to get inside of it. It just doesn't really fit.
Okay,
But consider if he throws a bunch of trash everywhere and then starts eating garbage.
wait. So I have a theory. All right.
Consider.
I think that the oversaturation of object taunts is proof that TF2 taunt developers and designers don't play sports. Because if they did, they would just be using sports celebrations because they're all just so good, and they would be so good. Could you imagine like like a lot of the taunts that sports like players do would just be infinitely better because they're just like cutting, like drawing the line over your throat or doing some like shit that
Heavy does that with his fucking shotgun taunt. He spins the gun on his finger and does the line across his neck and says, "You
like
are dead." That's like the best heavy taunt.
Yeah, I know. That's like an example. That's like
are very bad.
That's like a thing LeBron James does on a regular basis. Like there,
and like that is a taunt.
You gotta start picking from, like, you gotta start watching soccer games, designing your TF2 taunts from your soccer games. That's what I need. Okay.
Yeah, it's like that's a good taunt, but no, Heavy gets a little car and drives it around like, oh, beep beep wee, fun car time. No, I fucking hate it.
The only sports taunts we really get are for Scout because haha baseball. And then even then, it's just like he does the touchdown with the football, or he gives you the red card because that's a technical foul.
I mean, the thing is, like, you call them sports taunts, but they're really just taunts that are easily translated into a lot of different areas of competition where one person beats the other. It's not necessarily just a sport thing, like the line across your neck deal. It works for a lot of different things.
And then when I was just talking about that, that's literally just sports taunts in that it has a sport thing in it.
It's not even a sport taunt, like throwing the foot. What's jeering or taunting about throwing a like touchdown wee, or like, oh, you get a card? That's not a taunt. It's like, you got a red flag. You're being a very naughty boy. I don't like it.
I was like someone in chat said LeBron does have a shotgun everywhere he goes. I agree with that. That's so true. No, but I think that what I mean is, like, there's a one of my favorite celebrations in basketball is there was a guy who does he's Damian Lillard. Like, one person in chat watches basketball and knows who I'm talking about. There's a guy named Damian Lillard, and he has like the Dame time celebration where he like taps his like, it's like when he hits like a really cool shot, like a 3-pointer, he taps his wrist to show like, oh, it's Dame time. Someone hit a shot over him while he was defending them, and he did he slapped his wrist like the watch wasn't working. That shit went so fucking hard.
That's good.
That was so fucking cool, and I was just, I thought of that, and it was like, there's some way you can do that, but in like the context of TF2, and that would be so fucking cool.
You can do that.
Like, oh man, could you imagine if there was Could you imagine if there was like a sniper taunt that specifically was supposed to be used for spies? Like it could just literally be that actually, because he has the he has the disguised watch. He could literally just be like the watch isn't working.
Lines are for. Like you have voice lines that are specifically played after you kill a certain class. That are made specifically for that. It's like a jeer designed for the person you've just killed. It's great. You could absolutely do that with taunts.
Yeah, but like just having that taunt of just like the sniper being like, my watch isn't working to make fun of spy dying would be so fucking cool.
So good.
Damn.
I kind of wish that there was like a way to make it so that like after you kill a certain person, you could get a unique taunt for that. Like that would be really nice, just for like each class.
I feel like if Valve was actively developing the game, they would have done that by now. That sounds like something they would do.
Good. Like because you can also tie in a lot of existing voice lines with it, right? Where like you have a scout kill a heavy, and then he like pulls out like like a food item, like you could like, the whole go eat a salad, or like next time eat a salad kind of thing. You could easily tie a taunt with that, or like the whole like when
you could have him
pull
out a lunchbox, and it's just like the lid hangs open and there's nothing inside.
Yeah, but like also like you have existing lines like "this is a knife" for Sniper when he says that after killing a spy, and you have him pull out his kukri and go, "This is a knife," right? It's like, come on.
But he like throws the spy's butterfly knife over his shoulder or something like the what is this piece of trash? Get it out of here.
Yeah, and this is a knife. That there's so much potential there. Why has no one done that for Sniper? Why has no one made that taunt for Sniper? That's perfect. Like have that be a taunt in the game, where he pulls out his kukri and says, "This is a knife." Like that is someone who's watching that makes taunts and workshop items right now. Do that. Attach my name to it. I made the concept. Fuck you.
Wonderful. Hold on, chat. I'm grabbing the image.
I feel like
you literally just have to title it "This is a knife." Taunt. This is a knife. Done.
I feel like a lot of people who end up making the taunts honestly make them so that they can make some kind of new model rather than just like making the taunt itself, because they'll like even in situations where it may be a taunt where, oh hey, you can use this with a weapon in the game, I feel like they usually just end up using some other model that they also made. Maybe that's just me though. Maybe that's just the vibe.
In some cases, I think that's true. But in most of the time, they really just start from the ground up with like, haha, this could be a funny thing because TF2 is the goofy game. So what if the mercenary did this goofy thing? And also because workshop trends are a thing. Oh, one person gets a vehicle taunt. Now everyone gets a vehicle taunt. One person gets an instrument. Everyone gets an instrument. Now we have like an entire band for the class. We can reenact Mario Kart because almost everyone has a vehicle. Everyone does have a vehicle now. It's like, God. That's how taunts operate. There's no cleverness behind them. There's no charm or thought behind most of them on the workshop. It's just, oh, funny thing was put in game. Now make more of funny thing.
Well, hey, now when you load up the community Mario Kart map, now everyone can just go.
Yeah.
Beep beep zoom zoom.
Yeah.
So you said about the instruments though. I remember I saw one video. I don't know if it's an item that actually exists or not, but they had all of the classes lined up and each one was playing a different instrument of the theme song. I wish I could find it. But I think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about. And the pyro plays the fucking triangle, which is very sad.
Yeah. I have no idea how I would find that.
Like that one pretty much only works in the context of everyone is doing the band thing. The pyro just digging the triangle by himself is just it's a very sad little thing.
I like this is not really related, but I just kind of want to bring it up. In Splatoon, they have like they don't have taunts, but they have like people just mashing the like the call out buttons because they don't have voice chat built into Switch Online. So they have call out buttons that say like over here or something like that, right? And the character does a little animation. So you just have people mash that after every kill. And it's like somehow more toxic because behind that they're just like making fun of you. But you can't.
I mean, that's just saying thanks after every kill in TF2.
Yeah, it's like it's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
Yeah, it's like it's almost worse than an actual taunt because you just know that they're just making fun of you, but they're not like doing it, you know. Kind of saying it's like what you don't say, I guess, has more impact.
Yeah, like for example, here's this fucking item, right? It's like, oh, now everyone has an instrument. Like,
I think that's the one that he was talking about.
Yeah.
This is the one. Thankfully, not in game. We don't need more because this is not a taunt. This is an emote. This is an activity.
Yes, I do know who puts 12 is. Let's move on. You know, we got more to go through.
We
Shove
got
on.
shit to do.
Next one is bottle of war paint.
Bottle of war paint. Ooh.
I already suspect that this is a Scrumpy themed skin. I hope it's good.
It is.
Oh, is this the one that looks like Devilman's? Oh yeah, I saw this one. I like this one a lot.
Oh, this is from Fantag. Yeah, he's been sending me a lot of his work in DMs. This guy's good. He makes a lot of good skins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, he sent a
It's
few.
very
of his-
clean.
Yeah, he did a good job here, I think. I like the logo is always in the best place, which is good.
Mhm.
It's very simple, but it's very clean.
Yeah, this is a really, really good war paint. Like, solid. Looks like a weapon. Texture work is good. Colors are good. And it's just solid.
I like the fact that even though this is a demo man, like it's based on a demo man weapon, it works for like all the different weapons.
No, yeah, because like inherently it doesn't. It's like Demo Man is the alcoholic, but the bottle in of itself isn't like, or the colors and idea of having like the XXX on something isn't just it's not super specific to the Demo Man. It translates really well into a skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is just good.
I'm a big fan of this one.
No,
Yep.
you don't even really
Give it to
talk
me.
about this one. This is just good. Good
It
job.
Looks, you can just put it on existing Demo Man weapons. It looks so good on the sticky bomb launcher. Fuck.
It really does. You can definitely tell why he used it for the on the sticky bomb launcher for the thumbnail.
Oh, there's
yeah.
custom wear too. Look, there's custom wear. It's brown, like I guess Scrumpy, like whiskey.
Mhm.
There you go.
Like brown.
It gets stained. I like it. Fund it. Ship it.
I have custom blood too. I didn't even notice that.
Nice. Next we have Antique War Paint, which is a funny, just the name.
Antique war paint. Mm-hmm.
I don't know when this was uploaded, but I can. How long ago was this?
Randy, what are you doing?
Maybe this wasn't that long. And you just,
This is a fairly recent one. I don't know who made it. Yeah, Civ did this one. Yeah, Civ is also a very, very talented.
Oh yeah, we got full on art
green
deck over
creator.
here.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. It's like a kind of, yeah,
It's a very Art Deco skin. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, this is very Bioshock. Oh my god, yeah, the custom
Yeah, this looks really good. Holy shit!
custom made for it looks like every single weapon.
Yeah,
At least like, I want to say this is at least for the ones that got decorated skins. Maybe not every weapon in the game.
this looks
It's-
really nice.
This looks like just a set of custom mapped or custom UV mapped skins. This is not a war paint, which is unfortunate. Meaning Valve will never add it, but it looks really good.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks really good. Damn,
I really like Art Deco as a style, and it's just like I feel like
I agree.
this is pretty much the only way you could really make it work for a war paint, which is kind of a shame.
Mm.
Because like
Yeah, you can't have it be a randomized texture like it is on a war paint. It has to be specifically assigned to areas of a weapon with orientation lock. Otherwise, it just won't look good.
yeah.
Which is a fucking shame because like, God, if Valve didn't suck as a company, we could have amazing skins like this all the time. But now it has to be on an existing warpaint template like 98% of the time. Otherwise, they're just going to completely ignore it.
Yeah,
It's like skins like this will just never be added because they don't do custom UV skins anymore. They only do war paints.
Such a shame.
Are there any of these in the game, or any like custom UV skins? Or do those exist?
Yeah, that's how skins started. So when skins were launched in 2015, they were basically a one-for-one copy of CS:GO system where individual weapons had an individual texture pattern,
Ah,
and they were custom UV mapped. But then they went over to the Warpaint system for Lord knows what fucking reasons, experimental reasons, I suspect. And they just stuck with that, and so you lose a lot of the uniqueness and charm of individual skins, and it's been replaced by a very simple generic system, which
Yeah.
I guess is not the worst thing. Sure, I guess more variety is the spice of life. Personally, I don't like the idea of all 44 or of having 44 different weapons being paintable. They should have just stuck with stock weapons, but you lose a lot of the details and specificity that you can get with a custom UV map skin, and I think the Warpaint system is a fucking travesty.
Yeah, currently the only war paint that has custom UV mapping is Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, and that's the one that
And that
Valve
only
made,
applies
and
to very
there
few
hasn't been
weapons.
one since. There has not been one since. Fuck.
It looks really good though. Good job.
It does. It does look good,
Good.
but we'll never
That's
get
because
it.
that's because they could actually bother to put detail into it
Yeah.
instead of just like having it be basically random.
Yeah, it was Civ and Pear. Pear also does just a lot of really good. These are two guys came together and made a really nice skin. They both do great work.
Nice. It looks really good. This is probably my favorite skin war paint we've done so far.
Yeah, like on your spare time, I recommend going through these guys' workshops. They both make a lot of really good skins.
Nice. Next we have Trolley Tinted.
Oh hey, someone in my server made this one.
Oh, nice. It is nice. It's kind of keeping in line with that like simple and clean sort of look.
Honestly, that tends to work the best for TF2. You don't want overly detailed skins because if you put too much detail onto a weapon model, it gets crunched down and makes it look visually noisy and ugly.
Well, it's like a Jenga tower. Like the more you add to it, the more it's about to topple over. You kind of have to do everything perfectly if you're going to add a lot to a skin.
No, yeah, and when it comes to just TF2 weapons in general, they look better when they still look like weapons and not like a grade school kid's notebook cover. You should lean towards making skins look like a gun.
Yeah, agreed. I think this is pretty good.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Yeah, this one's very nice.
Yeah, we are on a streak. I'm sure nothing will come along and mess it up.
Dude, it even looks good on the brass beast. You know you've achieved something if you make a war paint look good on the brass beast because most of them look terrible on that weapon.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wow, that actually does look really good. Damn. That's one of the wow. I love the yellow on the side.
Yeah, like the bit of gold on there adds like some nice accents. Shit, it's just really nice.
Yeah, that's
What
like really
base is
good.
that used?
It's also got like the thong shading, so you get like the shine based on the lighting, like Coffin Nail has. Oh,
Yeah, this is really good. Yeah. We could just move on. This is just good.
Yeah, moving along. We got bangers, as the kids say.
Yeah.
9L Mark II. I thought so.
We've got 7 left. Going with the Express Entrepreneur. This is a set. Is Alan alive?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's posting.
Okay.
The white glove is weird. The white
what?
glove throws me off.
Yeah, the glove is odd. I think you should do away with that, honestly.
This was also made by Bree. In addition to the assistant the medic, the one with the pants on the back.
The one with the butt pants.
The one with the butt pants.
Also, the shoes look really weird. Like
yeah,
the shoes look bulky because you have to model over the existing engineer's feet, so it looks like he's wearing clown shoes.
Yeah,
I don't like the glove and I don't like the shoes. Other than that, I'm like fine with this.
Yeah. If it was just the hat is fine, but the glove looks bizarre. The shoes are really bulky because you model over his existing feet. The texture work on the shoes looks like he just drew the broke lines on there with pencil. Looks pretty bad, actually. So I would just ixnay the shoes and the glove and just stick with the hat.
Yeah. The jacket looks good as well. I like the jacket and the...
Let me open up the actual jacket tab here and see what that looks like.
The conduction junction.
The
it does look a little bulky.
Subtle. Paint region is subtle. I appreciate that.
I like the jacket a lot. I wouldn't change anything about the jacket. And I like the ticket in the pocket as well.
Yeah, that's clever. I like that. Yeah, the jacket's fine. I see nothing really sticks out as wrong with it.
It's weird. Yeah. In the jacket picture, there are no shoes. And there's no glove.
That's because the shoes are part of the hat, apparently. The shoes and the glove.
Oh. Well, yeah.
They're part of the hat.
Yeah, just take that out.
Maybe, actually, you know what? The two buttons are too close to each other, so if you look at like the promo picture, they kind of overlap and like clip. So maybe you could space those out more, or just go with one button.
They look spaced out in the gameplay pictures.
Okay,
But then
apparently
if you go to the first picture in the promos for it and look at him just like bending over, they like do this weird clipping.
Oh,
each
yeah,
other.
that's strange.
I didn't
Yeah,
notice, but there is a style on the hat that gets rid of the glove and shoes altogether. So I guess that's there for us
Yes,
Yeah.
they've done
because we
it.
don't like it.
The glove is just a reference to conductors, right?
I mean, the whole thing's a reference to Polar Express specifically.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that bugs me is that like the gloves, because Engineer already has one glove and this one just completely
Yeah.
mismatches.
Yeah, and it's a brighter, it's a completely different color. It's kind of just sticks out and
Yeah,
doesn't look very good.
White, white and
Yeah.
black. Don't use those colors. Stay away from those colors.
Like the white they use is fine. Like it's muted, it's not super saturated. The problem is that it just really sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah,
It
because
just doesn't really
it's
mesh with the rest of the set.
it's in a place it shouldn't be. It like
Hmm.
what if you're gonna put white on your thing? It has to be in either a really small capacity or symmetrical.
It like oddly draws your eye to it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's just a big blob of white on the side of the screen. Like, and that's not me being rude. That's just like when your eye gets drawn to it because there isn't normally white there. So it's just overly eye catching. I would just
Unless you count Engineer's whiteness.
just him being white. Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah. Every time I see Engineer, I'm like, that's a big blob of whiteness.
Just like, damn, white boy.
There's so much whiteness on the screen right
Tone
now.
it down a bit.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we could safely say we could put this in the game though, given that there's a style that takes away the glove and the shoes.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know. Personally, for me, you can't beat the OG conductor's cap for Engineer, but that's just me.
I like this. I would want it in the game.
The hat's good. My favorite part of the whole set is the hat. The hat's the most well-made part. The modeling on the modeling on the jacket does leave a little something to be desired. It looks crusty. I don't like the clipping with the two buttons. I feel like the undershirt is oddly wrinkled and like it looks thick. But I wouldn't be offended if this jacket was put in the game. But I think the hat's the best part, and I would honestly only just take the hat.
I'm okay with the jacket. I'm alright with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
Yeah. Next up, we have bronze tinted.
Bronze tinted.
Ooh.
This is gonna be a war paint.
This is very recent. Yes, it is a war paint.
Let's see.
This is also very Art Deco.
I kind of like the subtle wavy pattern in the handles and stuff.
I also
I
like
like this honestly.
I also like this. I would be okay with this being in the game. I dig it. I'd probably use this if there was in the game. My only contention is like a personal gripe. I wish there was like a white marble version, because I'd prefer that personally.
They tried that with the top shelf skins. Like if you go dig through the TF2 texture files, you see the original marbles texture they used in there. But the problem is having a weapon model that's entirely white is very hard to work with. Like the one that comes the closest is parked pigmented, but there's a lot of other elements that break up the white texture on there, and the white texture itself is very muted and it's broken up with like concrete. It's meant to be concrete. So, but a white marble might be too intense, and you would need a lot more of the mineralization, the black lines on there to really break it up. But at a certain point, that might be too dark, and it might be too fuzzy and noisy. And I think that's why they originally scrapped the white marble texture from the Gentleman's Collection.
Yeah,
they probably could have made it work, but
I think that white marble could work well as like a tertiary texture, not necessarily
not the primary.
Yeah, you're probably right. I guess
this war paint.
I'm like
good. I like it.
I'm like picturing it in my head.
I'm a fan of this
fun.
one. I like it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It reminds me of it's a horrible thing for it to remind me of, but it reminds me of Knives Out, which is a bad movie, but it does remind me of like the styling of that movie.
You think Knives Out is bad?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
The second one is bad. The first one I actually really enjoyed.
I think they're both pretty bad. Although I think the second one is worse.
The second one is objectively fucking terrible. But...
It's so bad. Yeah, we could talk about Knives Out at a different time, though. I'd have to like refresh up on my references to have actual arguments for you. I just remember it being bad.
If I'm gonna be honest about this war paint, I love the colors, but the random squiggly element I don't like that. I feel like you have too much negative space where you don't have the gold squiggles, and it makes it look like thin, wispy hair. I feel like inside of that negative space, you need, because I pulled up the top shelf texture next to. Like I can post it in the actually what I'll do that. Let me reopen it again and I'll post the top shelf texture into the text chat. Maybe this could help for some feedback with the guy. But you need a little bit more something going on with the black background. Otherwise, the negative space is a little bit too strong.
I see
So
what he's doing here in the negative space, though. They're like, you can see it especially well on the one with like the wrench and the sniper rifle. He's almost got these kind of like tree lines in there almost.
Ripples.
Yeah, there's like these little ripples in there that are like it's pretty subtle.
So like, oh fuck me, where'd that go? File export. Don't export to that folder, please. There we go. So like if you look at this marble texture, you notice that if you like with the black, you have a lot more of like that subtle mottled texture going on, and then the gold overlaid on top, and it really helps break up that negative space without it becoming too noisy.
I like the skull.
I think
in the
this
bottom
war
left.
paint, yeah, the skull's a neat detail. I think this war paint could use a little bit of that because you already have very smooth secondary and tertiary textures that would very much well complement a slightly busier but still not too noisy primary gold and black texture. So perhaps what you could do is you could keep it exactly the same, but maybe you can bump the contrast a bit, so you get more of like the defined background ripples that kind of look like smooth fabric, like silk or water, and have those be a little bit more defined. Like bump the contrast by like only 1 or 2%, and then see what happens. See if that helps bring those out a little bit more. Because if you can get those like silky ripples to be a bit more definitive, it would break up that negative space. And I think that's what this needs. And maybe just a hair thicken the gold lines just a little bit, because in some parts of it, like where you have like the wider and tighter bends around there, like in the middle of the lines, like, but as you get towards the like how it tapers towards the edges, I feel like you could get away with making that a bit thicker, because once lines get too thin on anything in TF2, it just looks bad, and you start getting like pixelation, and it just doesn't look very good. So I think it would greatly benefit from having those gold elements a bit thicker. Now I'm getting into the weeds, I know, but I think this war paint's almost there. Like it's like 85% of the way there. With a couple of tweaks, it would be like perfect.
Yeah, I think this is like the Jenga tower thing, where like that detail, you're adding so much detail that it has more of a chance to just like be slightly off, and then that's like bothersome.
Yeah.
For me though, I think this is fine.
As is right now. Like as is right now, I'm totally fine with it being put in the game. But like I like giving the extra mile of feedback. Like
yeah, of course.
Try these couple of little extra things to like really get it the rest of the way there.
I think
sure, and I definitely appreciate that sort of thing. Like when it comes to my war, like when people are specific about what they want to see from my war paints, it's just like, thank you. That is so much better than just like some of the feedback I end up getting.
Yeah, I think that the general goal should be to make the gold lines a little bit more defined, and as well as the ripples in the background, just make them a little bit more defined.
Actually, yeah, that might be the only thing you need to do is make the gold lines a little bit thicker, and then that would take care of the negative space problem that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So maybe just try that first and see what happens.
Because I agree that it's like the negative line, or the lines seem to have no place to go. Or that's like the vibe I'm getting, like they're directionless, and I think that having them feel more defined or be more defined in some way would make this a little bit better.
Yeah. Because like if you look at the top shelf texture with the gold inlay, what you're looking at are the mineralization veins being replaced by gold. So they have a very subtle directionality to them that makes them look continuous through the texture, and not this random kind of, this aimless element, like you said. It feels like it has no place to go.
Yeah.
So perhaps it would benefit from a little, not making them straight lines, but have them kind of be flowing through the texture. Not like the wavy one like we saw earlier, like creamed corn, but just a little bit of slight directionality would probably help this too.
Agreed. So what we're saying is you should get a PNG from Google of a marble floor
Make sure it has a fucking
watermark. We need the
watermark.
We need the Shutterstock watermark and just plaster it over there. That'll fix
Try
it.
to have an iFunny watermark in there too.
Yeah, across the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And put like oh, what the fuck? Put the unregistered hypercam thing in the top left corner.
Also have Family Guy funny moments on your war paint.
Yeah.
So, if I may say one more thing, generally a really good piece of advice for making anything TF2 texture related is do not do truly random elements. Every texture in TF2 has some level of organization because they're designed to repeat on each other. You have some element that ties the individual repeated blocks together. You have some repeating parallel line, you have repeating tiles, you have repeating wood panels. You have the same section of stone where it's meant to look random, but it's still somewhat organized. You need something like that inside of your TF2 texture. And if it ends up being something completely random, for example, you can go to a war paint like, what's the shitty Neon Ghosts one that we got a couple years ago? Party Phantoms, which was just a bunch of random elements slapped onto a solid background texture. That's when you lose that organization, that really pulls your work outside of TF2 and it makes it look really bad and it makes it stick out like a sore thumb. So you need some good organizational element to really tie it back to the game. So I say just avoid randomness in your work when it comes to anything TF2. Sorry.
No.
Other tangent.
No. Don't worry about it. All right, let's go. Next, we've got a Scott's Knot.
This is going to be a samurai cosmetic for Demo Man.
It is not.
It's a scarf.
I like
I
this.
thought my mind went to like top knot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
sure.
same, honestly. I like it though. It's cute.
I like this as well.
Yeah, just a nice scarf.
Yeah, this is
Oh, there's a style that covers his face. Interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
this is
good
fine.
job.
I like that the tassels at the end of the scarf aren't super thin, so it allows it to look more cartoony, which actually fits the art style better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it needs to be. It's because TF2 has that. You don't have finer, thin details like that. Everything is well, chunkier.
Also, they managed to put plaid in the cosmetic without it being super busy, which is also like actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, looks great.
Yeah, good job.
Well done.
Yeah, good job. This is just a good
Solid.
cosmetic. Also, the paintable region is the tassels, which is also good.
Yeah, and also like
A little-
the grid on the plaid, but it's very muted, which is
Yeah.
very
Oh,
much
yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah, man, that's cool. Good job. Good job. We could just keep going. Next, we have Pastel Horrors. This is the one I was referring to when I said I think someone just put this in here to make Zesty specifically upset.
So this is going to be a good introduction for people unfamiliar with the workshop in TF2 for your channel as to like what not to do for a TF2 item.
Like this
Good
is.
lord, what the fuck is that thing?
Oh no, wait, this isn't the one I was thinking of.
Are those teeth on it?
Yes.
Yeah, this is like a variant of a Bonzo or a zombie war paint.
Yeah. The point is that it's supposed to be like cutesy but horrifying. That's
Oh, and there's veins on it. Yay.
There's vans.
Oh, I hate everything about this.
Vans.
Veins.
No veins.
Oh. Yeah. This looks awful. It's really disorganized. Like ignoring the colors, to the best of our ability. It's just really disorganized. Like the teeth.
Yeah,
the teeth.
Organized bunch of random ugly elements. The teeth, the lines, the veins. It just does not look good at all.
Like if
That's
you,
why people fucking hate Bonzo Nod, because Bonzo Nod is this amalgam of random garbage just slapped together, and it just makes for a really ugly composition. It just does not look good.
if you did not know what the title of this war paint was, you wouldn't be able to tell what this, like you wouldn't be able to guess this is supposed to be a horror themed war paint, which means you probably messed up. I'm not sure what you could do to fix it. I'm genuinely at kind of a loss in that regard. Like in terms of the game you've made, you'd have to you'd have to change all of the colors.
Yeah, I just don't see a way to fix this.
No, but Bonzo Nod did this, and it did it better because it tried to make the horror, but it still didn't save it from being an ugly war paint.
Yeah, Yeah.
And so sometimes conceptually it's just going to be a dud. Like it's not going to work. And this is one of those examples where it's just not going to work in TF2.
Yeah.
Another example of this would be Mummified Mimic, which is arguably a lot more organized and, you know, TF2 texture-esque looking, but even then you can't really make the gun look like a monster. It just doesn't work very well.
Especially if you're not changing the underlying model.
Yeah, it's just not very good. No thanks.
Lucid became a mainstream celebrity by revolutionizing a new type of stream where he goes on like normal, but every so often he lets his chat peep the horror. Thank you, Longchin. That was pretty good.
I love Peep the Horror. That's a Germa reference.
Peep the Horror. I did not know. I haven't actually never seen a Germa content before.
You've never seen a Germa content? Wow,
I've never seen a Germa content in my life.
A whole Germa content.
I never. I think that the best way to fix this would be to overhaul it, but you can keep the concept. It's just that you're going to have to, like, mute all of the colors and change the texture.
I don't know, man.
You can do it. We could do it. We have the technology. I'm of the opinion that no idea is a bad idea. It's about execution. You could definitely take this idea and turn it into something good.
I'm of the opinion that some ideas are pretty bad.
Yeah, some ideas will not work in TF2 because the game is so heavily stylized that you can't, like, for example, you can't put like pixel art in TF2. It looks bad.
I know, but I guess I'm meaning like trying to take this because this looks bad no matter what game it's in. Like currently, I'm thinking like we need to make this like somewhat workable generally, like conceptually. I'm talking.
The only way I could think of is just completely overhaul the colors, like pink, blue. No, that's not gonna work. That just can't. The white could maybe work as like a sort of bone texture, and then maybe you could change the pink into a brown, almost like necromanced, maybe.
Well, the white is what they're going for. Like it being a bone is what they're going for.
Like that, yeah. That is the one nice thing I could say. But it's like the white for a bone, you can keep that. Well done.
Yeah, I was
like, if you want this to really be monster, right? You can keep the white, but change the pink to like green, like Frankenstein's skin or something, and then I would get rid of the teeth, keep the veins, and then for the blue texture, change that to like black, and just make this like a Frankenstein gun. If you really want to do a Halloween monster themed thing, you could do it like a Frankenstein gun.
What if they made it? Wait, what if they made it? What if they used faded versions of red and blue and just made it team colored? And changed,
you could do that,
and changed all the teeth to like I don't know, zippers or something else that's edgy but could also be more.
I think someone's done that before. I know for a fact someone's done a Frankenstein.
I think someone has actually, yeah.
Yeah, something better than this would be good. You know, but yeah. You know, yeah, wonderful. I'd like to stop looking at this if that's all good with everyone.
Yeah, we can move on. We can move on.
Yeah,
this is what H.P. Lovecraft was talking about. Horrors.
I thought you were just gonna stop. Like, just this is what H.P. Lovecraft was talking about.
He warned us.
I should have just been like, that's what Jesus was talking about that one time. Next we have Real Rack.
Hey, another Civ Warpaint. Yeah, this one is fucking yes. Like, I want this immediately. It's so good.
This is interesting.
You know, do you understand the reference? Do you get what's going on? There you go. There's the picture. I saw it pop on your stream.
Well, yeah, it's a roll of film reel.
Yeah, it's the film reels that you see on 2Fort. It looks really good.
Oh, these are on 2Fort. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Yeah. That's cool. I kind of wish
an interesting map element to make a warpaint off of.
I agree.
It's awesome. Like several workshoppers have done this. Pamp, for example, who I will continuously and forever throat his dick because I think he still made the best skins the workshop has ever seen. He did several collections that were based entirely off of map themes and even for example, he did one that was based off of Badlands, and there's one that's just the cactus on Badlands, and it looks really fucking good. Like he was able to translate a lot of elements that exist inside of TF2 maps just fantastically onto TF2 weapons. And it's nice to see other people taking up his mantle and continuing to do this for other maps, like popular ones like 2Fort. Someone just today DM'd me one of the intel that they're working on. It looks like the intel briefcase. It is fucking sick. Here's another example, taking a very iconic element of 2Fort and putting that onto a gun. And you could do the same thing with the like all of the spy tech computers and control panels that you see inside the war room. You can have that put onto a gun. Like, it's really cool that people are doing this. And this is another fantastic example of a skin that executes it perfectly. And I want it in the game.
I feel you, but for some reason it's not working for me, and I'm not sure why. I think it's because it looks like notebook paper to me.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit.
I did not, and I don't know if that's a fault of the war paint. I think that's just me. I don't think the war paint is bad. Although I think that the frequency, that the inconsistent frequency that the reels are placed on certain things, like how
It's just you're at the mercy of scaling.
Yeah,
the
that's
war paint.
that's not the war paint's fault. I know that. That's my like one gripe with it, but it's not something that can really be helped.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
really
they
like
could
colors.
space them out a little bit, but minor nitpick.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, no, this is good. I'd be fine with this in the game as well. Next, we have the Tornado Terrorizer Mark II.
Tornado Terrorizer.
This was from December of last year, so it's very recent.
I accidentally deafened myself. I don't know why I did that.
I hope you're okay.
You're shutting out the bad items. Shh.
Hey,
So
we've
you don't
been
hear-
these
see
have
no
been
evil, hear no
mostly
evil.
good. These have been mostly good today.
Oh yeah.
Surprisingly good selection. I was expecting worse.
Oh yeah, this
Besides
one.
the-
This one.
Besides the horror.
Besides the pastel horrors, yeah.
I'm trying to remember what was different from the first version. I think I'm gonna go in their workshop and see what they changed. Yeah, the first version is still there.
Oh, this person's was in the stream today. Hello, if you're still here.
I think it's the color of the blue, maybe? Hang on, let me...
Oh yeah, they
I have to-
updated.
I have
They
let me
they
get a
ha- they
side-by-side.
they have a side by side in the thing.
Oh, they do wear.
Oh,
Where's
It's
it?
on the very far right. They changed the blue.
Yeah, that was it.
They
Yeah,
made
the previous blue was a little bit too punchy, and I like that they toned it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worth making a whole Mark II over it, but like, still.
Yeah,
I-
I think now with that adjustment, I'll take it. It's great.
Yeah. I appreciate them. I appreciate it. It looks cool. I like the different
Yeah.
metal shine. That's also nice.
Like, we need more shiny metal skins in the game. They just look really good, and this looks like a gun. And look at the custom wear. The custom wear goes down to black, which makes it look so good in higher wears. Fuck.
Where is
So the
where?
third from the last image.
Oh shit.
This on the shotgun, it kind of reminds me of Civic Duty,
Oh, that
at
does
least
look
for the
good.
red here.
Damn.
Oh, look. So second to last image, it actually uses a gradient, so you get different variations
That's what I
of
was.
the metal.
That's what I was saying. I said the
Oh, you did? Sorry,
yeah,
I wasn't
the
thinking.
variable
My
metal.
bad.
I said the
Yeah,
variable metal shine is really really cool.
I think Necromanced is the base that lets you do that, same as a business class.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. I'll take it immediately.
Very nice.
Agreed. This is very very
Yes.
good.
Yes. Someone in your chat, red team shotgun looks like a hot dog.
I was thinking when I looked at this.
God damn it does. It does look like a hot dog.
The-
Great. Now I can't unsee that.
I really like the It does look like a hot dog.
I thought it looked like Civic Duty.
I-
But now I see a hot dog.
I think I think the Persian Persuader looks very funny. In the fourth screen or the third screenshot.
Yeah, that's also just that's also a big gripe that I have with the warpaint system is that it's very hard to make a warpaint look good on every weapon model because you're at the mercy of the mapping of the warpaint. You
Oh,
can't
that's the
you can
Shansha.
or yeah, the Shansha. But like you can
Oh, thank you.
you can like do custom mapping for every weapon model, but then Valve's not going to add it because that requires to add custom code in order to make that work, which is just fucking awful. So you just have to do your best to make it look as good as possible on 44 fucking weapons.
Yeah.
Which is very difficult.
Yeah, very, very difficult. But this guy nailed it. Like 99% of the weapon models, at least the ones he's showing, look really good.
Absolutely. And last one in this batch, I'm going to go check to make sure we don't have any more submissions, but is...
Oh, you have to have more.
Surely, right? Is this one, Winter Wonderwave, which I'm sure you're excited to...
Uh-oh. It's got winter in the name. I'm already...
scared. Yeah, whenever you hear winter in a TF2 item, you get fucking like...
Zesty, why did I just now get the notification that you subscribed to me? What the fuck?
Because I wasn't before. I didn't realize.
Wow.
Holy shit, you're fake. Fake
Well,
friend.
now I am.
You are a fake. You are a fake friend. I thought what we had was special.
Well, now it's even more special because now I've made it official.
Yay!
You've consummated it.
We've
consummated it.
consummated. That's awful. Holy shit.
We've consummated our relationship. Mutual subscriptions.
Yes. Just what I always wanted. I feel validated now. I can die happy.
Oh yeah. God, this war paint is terrible.
Yeah, no, this is
What's
really
wrong? Why?
dreadful.
It's cool.
You have random neon clip art that they probably just pulled off of Google. It's painfully overly saturated. There's no organization to this at all. It's entirely random. It just looks like shit. This is another one of those that's just like it's dead on arrival and there's nothing you can do to improve it.
Dust, if I skipped yours, please resend it. I'm sorry. I did not mean to skip yours if I did.
I'll be right back.
The pink is so pink.
It's so pink. Like, there's no texture on it either. It is just bright fucking pink. And that's just, it hurts to look at almost.
I'm looking.
Especially because it stands out so badly against, like, the super dark purples. And that also makes it wear, like, a complete ass. Like, just look at the wear screen. Like, that looks terrible.
Yeah.
Except, I guess, the fucking... the grays coming in almost make it look kind of better, honestly. But, like,
Right. So
it just does not look good.
what I kind of like the pattern where it's like the neon Christmas patterns or outlines, right? But it's like it has a glow to it, which wouldn't make sense because it's just a metal. So I think if you made it like an inlay, you made it like have a different, kind of like that other one with the almost marbly texture.
I don't
If you
know,
made it look
man.
like it's part of the material, it could work. You'd have to get rid of the pink and make it less
You'd have to get rid of a lot.
what it is, but
I could not.
I think it could work
I was
as like a mod. I don't think it should ever be in the game, probably.
I was trying to
No.
see if this was if I could find where they got the texture from, but I genuinely do think they made it themselves.
Fair enough.
If I or at least I can't find where it's from. If so, touche. But yeah, this should not be in the game. Purple.
Okay, I'm back.
Purple, very saturated. Runaway. That's my thoughts.
Purple on war paints in general is just so hard to get right. Like, I've seen so many people try and fail.
It is. It's the problem with purple is that it needs a certain level of saturation in order to work properly, and you need a lot more muted, faded colors to help balance it. For example, go look at like Macabre Web. That's the only one in game that we have that I think does it the best, and even then, it's pushing it a little bit too hard on the saturation front. It's just it's just not good. I don't know what else to say about it.
The problem with purple is that the two teams are red and blue. So if you want to make purple, you kind of have to sacrifice something for one of the two teams. It's not a good. It's you've set off to make a bad challenge. You know, if there were a purple team in this game and it was purple v green, then maybe we'd be on to something. But you know,
yeah, that is actually the problem. Is you mix red and purple, red and blue, you get purple.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
is why
I
you can't
guess
really
if
have
you
it.
wanted to go for team colors, you could go for like red is more of a magenta, while blue is more of a violet. But even then, that's just like that's just adding more fucking fuel to the fire with how much you're fucking around with purple. It just adds a
What else is the
color.
person made.
I was thinking like if you did oh, they're a melee player because of their username. If you added like a purple for the red team and like or like a magenta for the red team and like a I don't know, something for the blue team, like a teal or
Actually,
something.
Saccharine Spread does that.
I don't know, something like that. Like just a different
Saccharine
secondary
Spread has,
color.
like kind of a almost magenta tinted red for the red team, and then like it's purple for the blue team.
Interesting.
But I honestly don't even like the purple of Saccharine Spread's blue all that much because it's just like I feel like it would just look better as blue.
Yeah.
I'm going to go grab the other ones that I missed.
Sweet. God, this is just such a terrible fucking war paint. Oh my god. And we have war paints like this in the game already.
Yeah, it's like Neon Ween.
Yeah, Neon Ween, Party Phantoms, several others. Just fuck me. They're such horrible, horrible skins.
Hold on.
That's the one. The Neon Ween is definitely the one that reminds me of the most, which is
Yeah, it's
not
just
a
so saturated. Jesus. Like it really I really hope that Valve keeps on the same path of adding just better looking war paints like they did over the summer. And even then, the summer war paints, like looking at all the other things they could have chosen, were not that great, but they were such an improvement over everything we've received since like 2018 that, my God, they're just objectively some of the best war paints that we have in the game since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So I just really, really hope they keep on that path and avoid adding garbage like Winter Wonder Wave.
The thing that concerns me about like the summer 2023 case is just like there was a lot of just monochromatic war paints, and that kind of led to a workshop trend of also just making a lot more monochromatic war paints. And I really hope that there's just like a bit more color in there, because that's something I really like about Winter 2017 is just like there are different
No, yeah,
there's
there's a lot of like variety and a lot of
the variety
good
is something I
stuff
really
in that
like.
case. And that's the problem, is that Valve didn't do a lot of variety in that case. They just chose what? So you had Secretly Serviced, Team Service, Steel Brushed,
Mechanized Monster.
You had 4 monochromatic flat war paints, which frankly we needed more of them.
But,
But
we totally needed more of them. I don't disagree with that at all. It's just like I feel like if we got something that was just like a slightly tweaked Secretly Service or Steel Brush, it's like we don't really need another one of those.
no, yeah, but I agree, and I think we need more like the one we saw earlier of like the trolley car, where you get a bit more color in there, you get more detail in there, it makes it look really good, really clean.
Yeah, like the splashes of gold and the team colors, like that.
Yeah.
That's just stuff
like
I want to see more of.
Yeah, some color is fine, like a little bit is fine, like that. Like that's what you need, but. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, that's just also just how the workshop operates. They monkey see, monkey do. Valve adds thing, make more of thing, because Valve may add it again.
Yeah, that's just the concern that I have. It's just like following the workshop trends. It's just like if there's an oversaturation of monochromatic war paints, and I don't know, man. I'd like to see a bit more variety.
I really hate that we're at the mercy of one guy picking everything. That's just how it works now. It's such a fucking shame, because we have so much amazing content on the workshop that's just completely overlooked for whatever Eric Smith throws a dart at and goes, yeah, fuck it, put it in there. Like, can you believe that he had, like, in the guy that went to Valve recently, can you believe he said to them that they actually play test maps? I don't believe that they do. Not when they add something like Venice into the game.
Oh, Venice sucks.
Like, you can't tell me you play test a map and then put Venice in TF2 thinking it's totally fine after having play tested it with apparently other people that do artwork. Really?
I will never forget, like, fucking, I don't know, it's like the first week that the fucking summer update came out. I'm just playing Venice on the first point, and I just get shot from some sniper in spawn, just
the only map I cared about was the payload one, not Phoenix, but the other one that looks like an old map.
Cashworks?
Yeah, Cashworks was the only one that I was excited about, because it's very nostalgic for me. I played it back when it first came out, and it's been like a community server staple for many years. But they put so much into the game, and most of the maps are just not that great. I mean, some were okay, but they dumped way too much in. And also versus Saxon Hail for some reason, which was broken for 2 weeks after launch. Remember that?
Yeah, which did not help player counts.
No, it did not.
I don't know what you're talking about. My partner made this cookie, and it's really fucking good.
Oh yeah, we're just discussing the nature of how stuff is picked for TF2, where it's just Eric Smith picking whatever he deems cool at the time and just throws it in the game. And that results in people just following trends, because there's no consistency or coherency between what's picked between updates, except like, oh, they added this last time, make more of that, and hopefully they pick it again, which is what has happened in the past, you know. Make shitty Halloween or Christmas themed like wrapping paper war paint, and then put it in the game, and then he just adds it again for 3 years in a row, and it works. So it's a shame that content isn't picked for how well it fits into the game, and if people will like it. It just seems random, which is really unfortunate. And that results in a lot of just not good stuff put on the workshop, because they chase trends first and not making a cool item first.
That's like something I try to do with my war paints. Is like I always try to just be like, is this something I want to see in the game? Like if it's something I don't think is gonna look good, then I'm just not gonna fucking upload it.
No, yeah, and I appreciate that. I'm glad you do that, and I think more people need to do that. And what's unfortunate is, like, I feel like, shit, I had a thought and I totally lost it. Fuck, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Shit, fuck, cock, ass, and balls.
Guys, make sure to put an F for Zesty's thought in the chat.
It's just totally gone now, and I can't remember.
Like dust in the
It was. I think it was something to the effect of. Actually, no, I'm not going to say it because if I say this, it's probably going to be wrong. So never mind. Never mind.
But have you considered that we have 6 more war paints to go?
Oh hell yeah!
Consider.
I don't know if it's war paints. Actually, I think I lied to you.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Next we have I hit slash on my keyboard and then hit enter on my keyboard, and now I've opened a Google tab for slash. Look, chat. Cool. It's Google for slash. This was infinitely more interesting than anything I was about to point out. Anyways, here's Lambda Core. It's a war paint made by Dust in chat. So shout out to Dust for making this. But yeah, what do you guys think?
I feel like the reference is a little too on the nose because the lambda symbol is on there, but otherwise the colors and texture layouts are totally fine.
I really like the colors on this. Oh wait. Oh, you're using Park Pigmented as a base here. I can tell because like I had this exact same problem when I was doing my war paints. Like, look at the rocket launcher, how the barrel, it's like not quite going around all the way.
Yeah.
Had that exact same problem. You got to fuck around with the alpha channel a bit more there. You got to make it all white.
That black stripe. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know why that's there. I hate it so much.
Where?
Yeah, I don't know what they could do aside from the lambda logo, or if it even needs it. It's like I know that's the point of the war paint, but I don't know what you could do instead.
What if it were instead of it being gold, what if it were like a gray?
I mean, what if it was just the TF
color's
logo?
Not the problem. The problem is that it's like a logo for a very popular different video game that's just put in a different game, and that's why it sticks out. You know, it's like putting like I don't know, what's like another iconic video
Aperture
game
Science.
logo.
I mean, it would be like putting Portal, yeah, like putting an Aperture Science logo on your
on something. It just wouldn't fit. That's my gripe. So I'm trying to think of what they could do aside from Lambda. I don't know.
I mean, like logo could work.
Yeah, if they could just do the TF logo instead, that'd be great. Like, not enough guns have the TF logo on them. You just replace that with the TF logo. It'd be really fucking cool.
Because you asked how come the medic set's all right. Because we're commenting on how it has yours has the logo, so it's a really obvious reference.
Yeah, like the execution and bringing it into TF2 is very important. And like with that medic set, it still looks like something the medic would wear. It looks like it contextually fits in with the game, but it's also a nice subtle reference to Gordon Freeman, and it looks good.
Yeah.
And this also looks good.
One that looks good, with like when you don't even recognize that it's a reference.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. And with this, you look at this and go, "Oh, Half-Life," because you see Lambda on there.
Yeah.
Lomu's in chat saying we literally have Wheatley in the game.
That's okay. Promo.
You know what? That's fair.
It's not an excuse. Yeah. Like it's not an excuse. Just because you have bad executions already in the game doesn't justify you adding more. And Wheatley is a promo item, and you can't really put that on the same pedestal as other new content. Like that's just Valve being Valve, and Zesty, I don't think they should have done that. But whatever.
Zesty, other people in this world jaywalk, so therefore everyone should do it at the same time.
Cool.
Yeah, just because other people break the rules, therefore it's okay if I do it.
Jaywalking specifically, though, would be funny, because then everyone just starts walking in the middle of the road at once.
I actually
said the Black Mesa logo.
I actually
Black Mesa
think
logo would be better. I think it would be better than just like Lambda.
Yeah.
It would be better because it's more in universe. Even though the Lambda symbol is in universe, people don't see it as that.
I mean, you don't see the Lambda symbol until like fucking several hours into the first Half-Life game.
Yeah.
I've never played Half-Life.
The gasp.
You've never played Half-Life?
Nope.
Oh my god.
I own it.
You have to play it.
I own it.
Dude, play it. It doesn't take long. It's a fucking wow. You have to play it.
He has to play it.
I have to play it.
You haven't seen SpongeBob. You haven't played Half-Life. What have you done?
Have you even?
What have you?
Have you even lived?
I played a lot of De Blob growing up. Not much else. Just started playing De Blob a lot. Yeah, that's it.
It's fine. It's fair.
Yeah, I just didn't play. What other games have I not played? I didn't play a single. I hadn't played Call of Duty until high school, and I didn't own a Call of Duty game until the only Call of Duty game I own is Call of Duty 3 on the Xbox, which is a console I don't own. I don't think I own a single Halo game. I don't think I. Well, no, that's not true. I have the Master Chief Collection, but I've never finished a Halo game. There's a bunch of games I haven't played. I haven't played any of the. I haven't played The Last of Us. I haven't played.
Putting out like a Twitter apology of like I've never played these games. You're doing this like self-flagellation.
Yeah, no, I yeah, you know. I feel like if people could like somehow have a comprehensive understanding of what I've invested my time into over the course of my life, they would trust my opinions of things less. Which I feel
like that goes for everybody. That's with everybody. Like if everyone had comprehensive knowledge of everyone else's life experiences, they would not believe a single thing that comes out of their mouth.
No, but surely, like if you gave me your opinion on geology and I knew everything you had done as a geologist, I would trust your opinion on geology. I'm saying like if people knew how, like what games I've actually invested my time into, they wouldn't be like, wow, he gives such good analysis, even though I still do. They'd be like, oh, he doesn't actually know what he's talking about. He's only put X amount of time into thing. You know?
I suppose, but I feel like that's still applicable to like just most things in life. Like everyone has like their specific things they're very knowledgeable about, and like this is what they do every day, that kind of thing. And everyone is entitled to their opinion, and everyone can give their opinion. And if everyone like go to Twitter, go to the most popular hot take tweet, and if you knew their background in whatever it is they're talking about, it's probably a lot less than it comes off to be.
Oh, for sure.
If everyone had that knowledge of everyone else, and then it would like everything, like a lot of what other people say in general would be valued a lot less, especially because of, you know.
I think that people just don't. Oh, sorry.
I have a really funny example of that. I'm sorry that I'm kind of on an Avatar: The Last Airbender kick, but I just like I saw a tweet of someone saying, everyone here has seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember Hama the Bloodbender?
Yes.
So there was someone saying like, I don't understand why people think that Hama is like a bad person, and then someone in the comments rightfully pointed out, because she just tortured civilians.
Well, yeah.
And then the original poster was like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot she did that.
That's like the half. That's like her story.
Like thousands of likes.
That's like the
so
whole
many retweets.
Original what?
I forgot the entire plot of the episode. Oops.
She took away the agent.
Oops.
She takes away the agency of humans. That's what she does. That would be
civilians. Innocent civilians, no less. Not even like soldiers or anything like that.
Yeah, but it's like
just regular people.
Like, even if she hadn't done that, she's still a fucked up person. Just because she takes away the agency of humans. That's what she does. It's probably it's like the worst thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like arguably, like it is taking away someone's agency. It's like almost universally agreed.
Doing
to
it the one time to escape prison, like okay, sure. Continuing to do it after
continuing
that,
to do it,
yeah. Person.
Yeah, just like what.
Someone in chat, I forgot I committed several war crimes.
Whoopsie daisies. Hey.
Oopsie.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of war crimes, we have to get back to the TF2 workshop. Next, we have the Utter cover.
Utter?
Wait,
oh no,
Utter?
Not this one.
Oh,
not this one.
Oh god, not this one. I've seen it before.
Chat, can we get a 1 in chat if this should be added to the game, and a 2 in chat if this should be added to the game?
It's so fucking creepy. I don't understand why workshoppers do this with paint overs. Like I don't know if they do the renders in Blender or what they do with like the paint over. They just don't look like TF2 mercenaries anymore. It's just so fucking bad.
The person who made this is in chat, and they said it's peak parentheses objectively, so I think they're self-aware.
Why does it move like that?
Because it's meant to be disgusting. Like that's the joke, is that's meant to be gross.
It was posted on 420.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hitler's birthday.
Oh.
Whoa, weed Hitler? What? No way. That's my new Steam alias, by the way. I'm doing that right now.
Bro did not hesitate. Bro was just waiting for the excuse to announce that.
Done. Easy.
Nice. This is awful. But
yeah, it's bad.
But
it's just, you can't. That's all it is. It's fucking terrible.
But do you think
This is terrible. Put it in the game.
but do you think it would negatively affect team recognition?
No, but it would negatively affect my mood, and I don't want it in TF2.
Man, that's great. Yeah. Can you
Not good.
hey,
No.
however you pronounce your name, I'm gonna go with Papyish. Papyish, could you please make a mod where it's like I don't know if there's a limit on how much shit you could put on a Merc's head. Could you just make a mod where it's like one of those fruit baskets, except it's just trash and there's just a pile of trash on the Merc's head?
Someone's done that, I'm sure.
Don't put it in the game. Just do that, please. I just want to.
You should make a taunt where Soldier throws a bunch of trash out and then starts eating garbage.
Yes, please make the soldier shitting, throwing trash and then shitting out and make it a taunt kill.
The taunt of the soldier shitting.
Please make it a taunt kill, please. I need it. No, don't put this on the groin of the Mercs. You guys suck. Why would you do that? That's worse.
You're leaning too far into furry territory. Some people would like that.
Give me your PayPal.
No, you need to put 2 of these on the chest.
Oh, then you get your fempyro enthusiasts in here.
Yes.
Yes. Next we have a fresh stock. It's one of it's. I'm confused. I'm sexually confused on this war paint. This war paint is...
Oh, I think it's like a randomized thing. It's like different. Yeah, it's like different random colors.
I'm waiting for a link so I can get a better look.
This is... I'm genuinely...
Yeah, I have no idea where he's grabbing some of these from. I've resorted to Google.
Wait, what?
It looks like they did overlays on... Yeah, it looks like they just changed the overlays and the colors on all of the stock weapon models.
I'll beat you to it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is a randomized gradient. That's what this is. Yeah,
I was right.
That. Yeah, I don't like this because you could just have a pink or a green gun entirely. I'm
you have to pick the colors that you allow to be randomized very carefully.
It doesn't show that. Wait, can you just have a pink? Surely not.
Oh, it's so go to the very first images, the first 2.
Oh.
You see the gradients there.
Yeah, they should remove some of those colors.
Yeah, I don't.
Look
I'm
how
not a fan.
deep that one red is. That's
like,
insane.
thankfully they didn't throw in like the super saturated pink and lime green, so like I can appreciate that. But I don't like this because like you're gonna end up with a lot of just fodder that's going to get thrown on the market and for trade ups and that no one's going to want to use. At least it's team colored. I appreciate the team colorization they went for here, so that's nice.
Yes, that is better than something like Macaw Mask, where it's just like you can have a fucking bright ass blue gun on red.
Actually,
team.
you know what? I'm walking back everything. I think I like this more than I thought because I was expecting this to have all like because I've seen war paints that do this where they just take all of the default paint can colors and then throw them on a gradient like this and then just call it a day. But whereas this actually is using all of the only the subtle colors and they make them team colored if they don't already have a team color, and that just looks better.
I think
so, actually,
that
I want this back entirely. I do like this. I like this a lot.
I think that the purple on blue team and the the dark red on red team should be toned down. That's my take.
Yeah, so I think they did I think it's called balaclavas of forever. So if you go to the gradients, the ones that are at the top right, those are a bit intense. Those could stand to be toned down a little bit. And then also the purple. Yeah, the purple's a bit punchy. Actually, no, the purple I think is okay.
Okay. Well, I saw it on the weapon in the blue color. Yeah, and it looks too much for me, I think.
Maybe you're right. It could maybe a little bit more washed out, and then it'd be okay.
Yeah.
I think that pickier color selection is just that's my thing with this.
Yeah. I think this is like 80% fine. Just tweak the saturation on those couple of punchy colors, and then other than that, I think this is fine.
Yeah, this is better than Macaw Mask though.
Yeah, Macaw Mask is a really neat concept, but I think Valve just really wanted something like Doppler in TF2, like CSGO's knives, where you can get certain gems of all the same color.
Yeah,
they just really wanted that in TF2. I mean, no wonder fucking people flipped that over that clip in my video about the rarest items. Like, oh, it's fucking like CSGO.
Yeah. We can move on.
Yeah, I think this is fine. Even as is, I wouldn't be upset if it was put in the game.
I wouldn't.
I'm okay
I
with
wouldn't
it.
either. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Like when I made my variant on Macaw masked, like I used woods and a bunch of browns because I didn't want to push anything too far.
Mm.
Yeah, Commas goes way too far.
Yeah.
Man, I would like a version of Macaw Mass where it's just variants on brown and beige.
Oh,
See, I would love.
That's what I made.
Oh,
like,
shit.
I would love to
Can you
get
send
this
that?
because I.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to, I want to see that. You could keep talking.
I mean, it's not
Oh, yeah,
all
this
browns
one.
and beige. There's some redwoods in there, which is like the closest it gets to any sort of Macaw mass issues of team recognition.
Oh,
That's
yes. Oh, that's so sexy. Holy shit.
Yeah, I like this one that you did. It's very good.
Thank you.
I am such a sucker for brown and beige. You don't understand. I am a slut for brown and beige.
And so is TF2. It just works really well with the overall stylization of the game. It just fits. It makes sense. Yeah, I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Like the fucking like gunmetal gray reserve shooter.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, give me that.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Remember how we had that one stream where we sucked Zesty's dick for the whole time, supposedly? We should do that, but like, we should...
What?
You remember, we had the Save TF2 stream where everyone just said we were sucking your dick the whole stream. We should do that, but we should do it for Fish's Warpaint. So we should just be like, wow,
Yeah,
Fish, you're so good and awesome.
Oh, you're so good. Oh, yes.
Just sniff my war paints, yes.
They would smell like fine linoleum, I'm sure.
Yeah, everyone line up for the Lucid Letters luscious dick sucking.
What the fuck? What did you just say?
Oh, sorry, your name is just Lucid now. My bad.
No,
the luscious lucid dick sucking stream.
No, don't suck my dick. Get away.
You gotta
your dick.
rebrand your channel to Luscious Lucid now.
Luscious Lucid.
Yeah, actually, yeah, luscious lucid.
That's gonna be the Lucid After Dark, right? Where I do all my OnlyFans streams that I don't do.
Where things get spicy and you like show a little skin, little nipple.
I'm gonna get shirtless and do calligraphy on my own body.
Oh god.
I've joked about doing that. I did a hot tub stream once. I was
did?
I was close. It was
You can't keep calling it that.
So the bit was so for like a year I did not have hot water.
Oh god.
But I said but it's a long story. I I didn't have hot water, but I got donated to like a decent amount of money to do a hot tub stream. And so I did a hot tub stream in cold water.
Oh Jesus! Oh no!
And I was there for 2 hours.
Oh my god!
And I did do calligraphy in my bathroom, not on my body though. I did not take my shirt off.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah, it's all gone though. There's no evidence of this. I just have to trust me that it happened. But yeah.
Amazing.
Also, person in chat, I know the other Lucid Letters personally. We've done a stream together. They're an English music artist called Lucid Letters, and they make interesting music. Do recommend. But yeah, anyways, this is good, and I'm a slut for brown and beige, and I would use this if it were in the game. Thank you, Fish.
I like that. I'm a slut for brown and beige. It's such a good sentence.
Alan can verify. It's like all I wear. I basically just wear brown and beige as it's like my thing. That's why my colors used to be what they were.
I'm just fucking remembering this Connor O'Malley video where he's like wanting to get Howard Schultz to run for president. He screams he's a slut for Schultz. Howard Schultz being the previous CEO of Starbucks, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah.
If anyone knows what I'm talking about, you get like $1 because it's a very niche and stupid thing.
I don't know what you're talking about, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's
very sad.
Very unhinged, funny video. Good comedy.
Okay. Next we have the Petrogarb, which I'll send. It looks good. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, this one was being posted around recently. Yeah, this is just a really good item set. A really good item, I should say.
It's like, hey, it's the boss.
It's the boss.
We've had many thug or mobster heavy shirt vest kind of thing, and this is like finally one that I think is perfect and just works.
Yeah, it uses the angular stuff nicely. I like it a lot.
Yep,
I really
it does everything right.
The pinstripe one is really nice, and then there's the more plain one.
Yeah.
I would, and honestly, like every other full pinstripe I've seen people do, they make the pants and the vest too dark. Here, it's like the perfect lightness of gray. It's just, is there's nothing wrong with this. It's fantastic.
But what if the pinstripes were team colored, Zesty? Wouldn't that make it better?
I would probably shit myself in anger.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think we could just move on. This is just really good.
Pinstripes.
Yeah, this is just good. Like, I would love to see this in the game.
Isn't that what I just said?
What?
What if you could paint the pinstripes? Wasn't that
No, you said what if they were team colored?
Oh, that's what
Did you not?
No, that's what I meant to say. I meant to say what if you could paint the pinstripes. I'm sorry. Look, I'm on drugs. I'm sick. I'm autistic. Pick one of those. That's my excuse. There we go.
There you
I
go.
pick autistic.
All right, that's.
I'll take drugs.
Alan, would you like to settle for I'm sick?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You get the leftover one.
Yeah.
Alan,
I don't really have a choice, do I?
Alan, have you fallen asleep at any point during the stream? Be honest.
No, I haven't fallen asleep this time.
Okay, I'm proud of you.
Wide awake.
You're wide awake.
Wide.
Then I want you to give your thoughts on this next war paint that we're about to cover.
I'm scared.
I want you to be the first person to talk. Okay. Everyone else, shut the fuck up.
Everyone clam up. Everyone clam up.
Clam. It's why me? It's aggressive.
Why is Zesty in the video? Is this bait?
Oh shit!
Permission to speak?
Yeah, you can speak.
Yeah. So my personal guilty pleasure is the liquid asset skin in TF2. I just really like it. It was one of the original skins released in the Powerhouse collection.
Oh.
And I think it just looks really cool for just a demo man sticky bomb launcher. It does everything against what TF2 skins should be, just because of how saturated the textures are. But I just think it looks really nice. And so I know Mar. He's a buddy of mine. He did a lot of war paints, and like he did a Mark II because I like it and I thought it'd be funny. And he made this, and yeah, I agree. It's very aggressive. You got like watermelon and Baja Blast.
Yeah.
So
it's very Mountain Dew for sure.
You got the Baja Blast and the Code Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baja Blast and Code Red.
I just wanted to express.
I kind of actually really like the spy's knife.
Wait, what? Where?
It's on the first picture.
There it is.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, because you get the texture's been like squished down, so
I think a lot of bad war paints look better on the spy's knife.
It's like a Damascus style.
yes.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes. Yes.
God, that clip he uses is such an old video of mine. God, back in like 2018 or something like that.
We should listen to it.
For skins
No,
the
it's
game.
such a
Sure, there are
terrible
other
video. It's
pressing
so
matters
bad.
to attend to, but let's
I'd
take a
like
moment
please
to focus on...
don't watch my old videos. They're so bad.
Everyone, go to Zesty's channel and sort by reverse upload date.
Yeah, make sure you do that. Make sure to comment on his first ever video and say he clearly likes it! ! Thank you.
Go to Zesty's old videos and say like, I want to see more videos exactly like this.
No, like I don't want to do my old videos anymore because that's like what got me to my like notoriety. Aside from like I won't get
Doing this.
Doing this, yeah. Like this is my most recent source of notoriety is saying item bad.
Boo! Can't believe you. Thank you. I'm so glad Shiptooth got my reference. Thank you. But yeah. That's hold on.
Bad video. Don't acknowledge it.
Let me go look to see if there are any more remaining. There are 4. There are 4 more. Chat, if you keep finding new submissions, we won't end stream. I repeat, we won't end stream.
We're gonna go forever.
We will never ever stop.
For me, this will have to be the last batch I look at, then I have to go.
No, that's perfectly fine. I genuinely, I was also about to say the same thing.
Wait, how long have we been going on for? Like 3 hours now?
3.5.
Going on 4. Yeah, 3.5.
Good gravy.
Good gravy.
Good gravy.
All right. Also, thank you, Cypherlock, for joining. Remind me to give you the content creator role later.
Cypherlock makes things.
He does. Yeah. The first one is Cypherlock put an unusual called Astral Flames. I'll post it real quick.
Not if I beat you to it, fuck.
You're slow and you're small. Yeah, this is I wonder why he put this.
Could it be because he made it?
Oh shit, he did. I didn't realize that part.
Yeah, I mean, I frankly, I don't want more unusual effects, and I just have
I
so
am in the
little.
same fucking boat.
I have so little positive things to say for new unusual. Like, I mean, this one's fine, I guess, because it's at least not orbiting, circling, hovering, or falling clip art. It's reminiscent of green and purple energy, except this is just really, really saturated. I mean, the animation's fine. The size of the effect is fine. I think the only thing I don't like is just how hyper saturated the purple is. I feel like you could tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, if you
But
made if you
beyond
made the
that, I don't know what else to say.
yeah, if you made the purple
It's-
more faded, then yeah.
I have so few opinions on new unusual effects. It's just like I would so much rather see old retired ones get recycled than
I
just
know.
get new ones that are basically the same as ones we've gotten like 5 other times.
Or just it's beyond the point of redundancy, and now it's just to the point of randomness, where we're just getting a bunch of just not good effects. We have so many bad effects. We have like I think 700 unusual effects in the game now.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
Yeah, there's like 700 in total, something like that. It's getting there. Or maybe not. Maybe it's like actually closer to 500. I have to do an official tally, but we have way too many.
Too fucking many. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, Valve started treating unusual effects like hats some years ago, and so we just get 60 new effects every year.
That's rough, buddy. Jeez. Yeah, I think that if this were a much more faded green, it would be green. Wow. If I think,
Call it blind ass.
yeah, fuck it. Actually, if this were a faded
721.
green, it would be better. Yeah, fuck it.
Actually, you know what you could also do? Maybe like slow it down a little more. Like I feel like if it was kind of a bit of a slower animation, that'd be cooler.
I think just having a more subtle unusual effect again would be nice.
Yeah, like that's why like Fireflies, which was added last year, is like one of my favorite unusual effects of all time. I think it's fantastic. That's like a nice, subtle, good-looking unusual effect.
It's masked flies, but you can actually like see it.
Yeah. And also I think Masked Flies is good. Like Masked Flies is like a funny, like haha, smelly hat, except it's not like an eyesore.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got a war paint called Frying Pan. It is exactly what you think it will be.
Oh wow.
I had not seen this one, for the record.
I mean, you know what? It could be worse, but it is just the frying pan textures put on guns.
It isn't
Like,
bad.
It looks better than it has any right to. Which
I
is
know, right? It does, because it's just rusty metal and it works for a gun.
it works fine.
Yeah, it works fine. I'm not offended.
You did not put. There was very little effort put into this, but I'm very proud of you for finding.
No,
that.
I think they did remake these textures from scratch. I don't think they just ripped the ones off the pan. I think they made their own.
But look at they put the pan next to the texture. It's the exact same thing.
No, you see, you
probably
have,
like colors
you have
off the
more
colors.
subtlety. I think they just copied the colors, but I do think because like if I go look at their other war paints, they don't just take existing textures and put them on guns. They actually make them.
Oh, okay.
At least God, I hope not.
Yeah, like this guy did one of my favorites on the workshop right now, which is Manco Excavation. It's a fucking awesome war paint. But so this guy very much makes he does make his own textures.
That Manco Excavation is really good. Whew.
Isn't it, dude? Fucking show it. It's awesome.
It's on stream. This is great.
It's one of the coolest fucking war paints on the workshop right now, in my opinion. It is so sick.
It is very sexy. That is nice.
Yeah, Mecca's in the chat. He said I made it look perfect. It does. Yeah, it looks exactly like the frying pan textures.
It looks great, Mecca. Good job. Holy shit.
But yeah, this one, Manco Excavation, Jesus fuck, it's so cool. It looks so good.
This is an example of having the like Jenga tower, but it doesn't fall. You like
Yeah, it's just right.
it's just right. It's just right.
Look at the
It's
fucking
very-
minigun.
It's a very difficult thing to balance out, like just that much, but like it does a really good job at it.
Mecha, I'm so sorry for disrespecting your name. I apologize. I apologize. I did not recognize your game.
Yeah, Mecha does good work. Like he's done several. Like he did one called Leather and Mahogany, classically trained. The only thing he does good work. He's done some good. He's made some good contributions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next we got 2 more. So bear with me. We got 2 more. Team Alloy is the next one.
I think I've seen this one.
Very simple. Very clean.
Maybe not. No, I have not seen this one. Yeah, another. Yeah, this is going back to Fish's comments from earlier, like the monochrome war paints.
Ooh,
This one's
Yeah,
okay.
whoa.
it's a lot like Team Service, but honestly, I like it better than Team Service.
You like it better than Team Service because it has the Fong shine that was supposed to be on Team Service, but Eric fucked up the implementation and it doesn't have it. So
Well, that
the
too,
custom
but
wear is
I also
really
like
cool.
the colors better.
The custom wear is really cool because it comes from the barrel on the shotgun.
Yeah, I also like the wear on this one too. Yeah, you're right. This is better than Team Service.
Chat, where's... Sorry, I don't want to miss if a person put their stuff in here. I think we're doing... Oh, no, we're not.
There's no custom wear. Well, there's no custom wear that is like the Fong shader that making it look as good as it does.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, just in general on the shotgun with wear, like if your barrel is mostly gray, then you're barely gonna notice because that's where a lot of the wear ends up.
Pear, I'm sorry, I did not mean to skip yours. Ado, I also did not mean to skip yours. I will grab both of you, so I'd make sure that I don't miss anybody.
Just
Yeah,
grab
this
them.
this is just another good skin. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I am slow.
Oh, it's
It's
Aiden.
better-
Aiden's here. Aiden has a few war paints in game, and he does really good work.
Team Alloy is by the same guy who made Lambda Core.
I didn't skip you. You were the next one I was doing. Stop telling me you guys are so rude. I should not trust a single word chat says. I'm the best. I do everything right. I make no mistakes. I didn't skip anybody. Next we have Aiden's war paint, which was Western Rose.
Yeah, this is one that people consistently go back to. It's pretty good.
It's really nice. The roses reminds me of Marluxia from Kingdom Hearts. Just been watching a lot of Kingdom Hearts lately, honestly. This is a really good war paint though. I like the honestly, I'm just a sucker for brown and gold and beige.
Brown and beige.
This is just objectively one of the best war paints on the workshop. It's just
it's really fucking
it's
good.
really good.
It's just good. Like this is, man, it's amazing how well they nailed the rose texture without making it look too busy.
I know it's so hard to get that right, and they did it with like the engraved metal, which is another very hard thing to pull off in TF2. They got just the right balance on it. It's
Yeah.
like he like I swear, Aiden's the only guy that I've seen get like an engraved metal texture perfect on a skin. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, this is really good. Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's also been cooking up something very cool. Hopefully he releases it soon so people can see it. But he's been making a really sick set of skins. Oh,
Yeah.
I look forward.
Speaking from experience, engraved metal is not an easy thing to get right.
Yeah. And lastly, we have Command Center, which I think is based off the Command and Conquer games. If I think.
Oh, no, it's based on the
Oh, this is
map
the
in
war
the
room.
yeah, in the war room.
Oh,
Yeah, this
shit.
one. Yeah, here we have
familiar.
Pear once more, who makes fucking amazing skins, and this is another one, like you said, like the Jenga tower, but getting too tall before it topples over. This one like strikes just the perfect balance
Yeah,
of
it's-
details and the
ooh,
colors,
yeah.
and oh, it's so good.
Yeah, this is also really good. Wow. It is. You're right. It is just perfect. Like it's so close to being too busy, but it's not. It's
No, it is
phenomenal. It's so good. This is great. Wow.
Yeah, Pear is fucking. The Pear just suddenly appeared not too long ago, and he's been just cranking out nothing but phenomenal skins.
The brass beast especially. Wow. Like
Dude, I know he made it looks like this is like one of the best war paints on the brass beast. It
It's
just
so
looks
good.
so good.
The hazard stripes as like the little accent are really spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really really good. Yeah, and that is all she wrote. If you submitted any more war paints, I'm so sorry. Um, we're all tired. We've been doing this for 3.5 hours, over 3.5 hours now. And I already don't have a good voice because I've been sick. So this is what you're getting. We will probably do this again if the guys are up for it. It'd be kind of of sacrilege to do this without Fish and Zesty, I feel.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But yeah, you guys got any thoughts, any feelings on what we looked at today before we close out?
Mostly good stuff.
Yeah, mostly good.
Yeah, was it surprising? Do you guys normally get worse stuff, or?
I get a mixed bag usually.
Yeah, I usually just like sort by the top whenever I do this sort of thing, and I'm just like I scroll down and see like what is the most popular lately, and it's like there's a huge mixed bag there.
Okay.
Yeah, I do what you do, and I just have people in my chat send me a bunch of links, and so it always like people send stuff that's like bait. Some people send stuff that like most of the time it is people that send their own work and they want genuine feedback because very little of it is offered. Not only on like the Steam Workshop, but inside of workshop groups, it's very hard to get genuine feedback on anything you're making. So
Oh, absolutely. I got like. Would it be alright if I posted another one of my war paints and we just like closed off on that? Because
Yeah, sure, go
do
for
it.
all right, because this is one I post that I made very recently, and like the feedback on it has been pretty mixed. So
yeah, it's the fucking brown texture. It's that brown texture that really does not mesh at all with your other two. Like the white texture's fine, like the tiger shark stripes are fine, but that like is it meant to be shark skin?
yeah, it's meant to be shark skin. You can tell with the in-game screenshots, especially that like I had this like the sort of sandpaper like dermal denticles. I got the texture for that.
Yeah, I think the problem is that it's too noisy when did you juxtapose it against your other two textures. I love what you did with the shark skin, like the tiger stripe, where you can very see like the subtle, I guess you call them scales on the skin. That actually came out really nice on that texture. That looks awesome. And the white is a good match with it. But it's just this dark texture that does not look good. It's way too harsh of a contrast between your other two. What can
The dark,
you do?
like the black texture, or the
dark texture is contrasting way too harshly with your tiger stripe texture and your plain texture.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to think of what you could do instead.
I was thinking make the tiger stripe more muted would be probably what I would experiment with if it were me.
Oh no, I think the tiger stripe texture is perfect. I don't think you need to change that at all.
Oh, so then you would have to change the darker texture then.
The dark texture is what needs to be changed. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know. I think the color might be fine. It's more the texture itself
is too noisy. Yeah, I think what you could actually, like what I'm so like if you go to the first promo picture and when you look at the top of the reserve shooter on the front of the barrel, you get more of that silvery gunmetal gray. Maybe try that
like
just like do that as a solid color, see how that looks, and then try that again, but with like the lighter brown that you have in this texture. And then you could honestly just have that as another solid color, and then let your tiger stripe texture carry you the rest of the way. Alternatively, you could just simplify the texture. You could have a little bit of noise and grit and grime in there, but right now it has too much small fuzzy detail.
Right.
Like for example, you could keep the larger splotches and then a little bit, and you can keep the mottled, like the way the gray and the brown are modeled together too much, it looks too fuzzy. Like if you could smooth that out more, and then you could keep the larger flecks in there, then that might work better.
The funny thing is, I actually like started out with that texture being more of a lighter gray, like the same one that I used on an earlier war paint actually. And I was just like, I kind of want it to be its own thing that maybe matches with the theme better. And one of my someone in my chat suggested a kind of like anchor like texture. It's like, oh yeah, that works, like a sort of big rusty anchor. And so that's kind of what I ended up going for here.
I think if you take out the brown element and just have it be gray and dark grays, maybe that's all you need to do.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, I think it's the brown that's doing the most amount of damage to the overall composition. I think it's really hurting it.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably agree now that Zesty's explained what he meant earlier.
And the blood wear, I like it. It's hard to pull off without it like really just like boom blood.
Yeah. It just felt fitting with the shark theme.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Honestly, I think you can keep it as is. I think it's okay.
Okay.
The blood wear.
Yeah, I think the blood wear's fine.
Yeah, blood wears are fine. But yeah, tweak that primary, or I guess it's the primary because it's at the top. Yeah, tweak that texture a bit and see what happens. The sticker. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Like the artwork's great. I'm just trying to think of a way to like bring it more into line with like TF2. Because it's like it just feels like generic shark logo texture sticker. God help me.
I tried to make it more militarized at first. Like I looked up a lot of Navy emblems and logos as a reference, and then I tried to make something with that, but it ended up being really like detailed and busy. Because a lot of them, like I'll post the
yeah, but what were your references
made.
for it? Curious.
Yeah, I ended up looking up a lot of different references just like on Google, and there were lots of ones that involve like anchors and ropes and stuff. Like, let me just scroll through and just see if I can find.
Because you could do a shark still, but
have you thought of just?
Like,
oh, sorry.
The first thing I did was just like, just for my sort of practice go around, I just like literally just grabbed the shark image off of Google, and just like put it there to see like, is this gonna work? This is the original design I ended up going with, but it was just like it was a bit too. Like it was just too small and detailed. Yeah, but like that was just kind of the. It was more militarized in that aspect.
Did you think of just putting like you know like the military they use like the stencil letters, like just doing like SHRK?
I didn't consider that.
Haha.
That's actually not a bad idea. I like that too. But I also like having a shark on there.
You could maybe put the shark instead of the shield. You could have the letters and make it like a darker color or like a faded silhouette of a shark or something behind it.
Could do. Someone mentioned a shark jaw. Like you could have like, you know, like the jaws you can get. And then you can have that be the logo, and then maybe you can do SHRK across that, like across the opening.
That would work.
That could work. All right, I'll have to write that down or something.
Yeah, because again, like I like the sticker that you did here. It just doesn't feel TF2 enough. Like it doesn't feel like militarized or like the signage that you see in TF2, right?
Yeah, I agree with the person in chat who says it looks like a team, like a CS:GO team emblem, which is not a bad thing. It just doesn't fit the art style.
I see what you mean by that. Because I had some people like in the comments of this saying like just get rid of the sticker altogether. It's just like that seems reductive.
No, it needs one. I think it needs one.
I think it does benefit from something there, but I just don't think that's the thing.
Yeah, the current logo is not good for it.
One of the commenters said that like, oh hey, because the other animal skin war paints don't have a sticker on them, then this one shouldn't, which I like that's extremely arbitrary.
Yeah,
I also disagree with that, because if you look at Tiger Buffed or Leopard Printed, they have the Manco texture where you have like the Manco shipping logo. It's a random element, but it's still there. It's still a sticker, and it's a nice thing to have to kind of break it up, because if the sticker wasn't here, especially on some of the larger weapon models, it lacks a little extra element or embellishment that it needs to not make it look too plain.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Like, so like here, for example, like I'm like going back to your other noisier texture. Like I'm looking at the rocket launcher right now on the sandy one, and where you have the noisy texture on there, it looks good here because it looks like it's been scaled up a bit and it's not so fuzzy and noisy. Like it's more of just those bigger details. Does that make sense? Like if you look at like the main grip where the trigger is, where like all the splotches are a bit larger and it's a bit more monochrome, like with the grays or only browns and not both, then that could work. So maybe you could try going for a more monochrome texture on that, like with nothing but browns or nothing but grays. But when you mix the brown and the gray together, then that looks bad.
Okay. Because I was trying to go for a rust sort of texture, but I guess that's just
rust is hard. Rust is fucking hard to get right in TF2, unless it's on like a building, right, where it's kind of running off, or you have like water running down the side, you get like the water stains on there. Rust is tricky, right? Like how it's like with the frying pan, right? The frying pan does it in a very subtle way, and even then it's like a very delicate balance to strike. So
Yeah.
but you're
Alright.
like this is another example of a war paint that's like 85% of the way there.
Yeah,
It's
for
like,
sure.
It's
It's
like
not
even
bad.
even as is, if it was put in the game, I wouldn't be offended. But
Yeah, it just
Okay,
needs
'cause
that
this has
extra
gotten like
oomph.
just in terms of positive and negative ratings, it's like 56% positive, which
it's hard to make a war paint perform well too.
Yeah. A lot of people have a lot of different ideas of what makes a war paint good.
oh no, I've said it. I say this all the time that like you're basically trying to appeal to two completely different groups of people on the workshop, because there are some people who really like all the hyper colorful tacky stuff, and then there's some people who like just the complete opposite end of that, and it's impossible to make both groups happy at the same time.
Yeah, here we go. So here's another example. So Aiden did a shark war paint as well. He recommends doing two-tone like he did.
Oh, I never noticed this one.
Yeah, he did the two-tone. He did the two-tone for the shark skin. But honestly, Fish, I like yours better because I like the tiger stripes.
Hey,
I like the tiger stripes a lot. I think it looks really nice.
I think you guys are trying to accomplish two different things.
yeah, because I wanted to make sure I wasn't ripping anyone off, because I think I might have accidentally done that with one of my more recent war paints.
At this stage in the workshop, you're going to be stepping on other people's toes. It's inevitable.
I think this shark. I think Deadly Depths is stepping on the toes of the frying pan one because they're both metal.
Oh Lord.
I mean, actually, like, one of my earlier drafts for the sticker was actually going to be a Shark Hazard war paint, or a Shark Hazard sticker. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't go with that.
See, I also think I don't like Aiden's sticker here because this is also suffering from the same problem where it doesn't really look like TF2 signage, and I feel like it needs to be something that looks more like a military logo or something like an industrial logo, which neither yours nor his is.
Aiden said he looks like it. He meant two-tone with the sticker.
Oh, with the sticker.
Like the sticker is two-tone.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could do that. Yeah, that too. But even then, I would still change the sticker itself to be something different. But no, yeah, like I thought you were referring to the two-tone on the shark skin texture, which is what I think you should do. Have it be either all browns or all grays, and not brown and gray.
Well, on that note, let's go, because my throat is starting to hurt.
Yeah, you should probably go sleep because you're sick.
I need to go.
Yeah.
I need to drink some NyQuil. But my partner is cheering me on because I said I need to drink NyQuil.
Get chugging.
Long story short, I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of effort and quality that I saw today. I genuinely expected it to be much worse.
Yeah.
Because you hear the horror stories about stuff on the workshop. You don't really think about how much good actual talent there is, and like even the worst stuff we saw today. Well, not the worst stuff we saw, but a lot of the stuff that a lot of the stuff that we were like, oh, we wouldn't like this in the game. It was still quality. There was a lot of effort put into it. It was just either, there was like little stuff that needed touch up, like the butt pants the modeling needs to be tweaked, or like the colors need to be tweaked. It's not like huge stuff that makes it bad, It's all stuff that can be easily improved upon. So this was good. I'm happy we did this, and I'd be glad to do it again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note, we'll see you guys all next week, which would be we're doing an Overwatch 2 discussion / debate with a professional Overwatch coach.
That sounds like fun.
We're having Spilo on to talk about game design, character design, and Overwatch's game design. And I'm excited to talk about that. I'm hoping to get the one on that stream. We will see. But yeah, I will see you guys all then. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.